Okay, let me make sure I move all my stuff. I think I'm good. I think I'm ready. I'm heartbroken. Oh my gosh. Oh my days. Hi chat. Hi, right? Look at all of chat. Aren't you so excited to see all of them? Right? Oh, let me make sure I get TTS up. That's right. Let me get, oh shoot. TTS is super cheap. Don't TTS. I'm increasing the price right now. You're not allowed to have cheap TTS, okay? No glorp chat. Don't wait, hold on. I'm increasing the price right now. Hold on.
Hi.
Okay. Yeah.
PIPO deserves first.
Wow, the echo is crazy.
Karbon got on his knees.
The echo is crazy.
Too late.
Too late is insane. I'm
No
trying to change it.
taxes.
I'm trying to find it. It's so hard to
Anarchy.
find. Power open channel.
Everyone
points.
revolutionize.
Y'all are so funny. If I make it too cheap, you'll literally never let me speak. I kid you
Off with
not.
Karbon's
You'll
head.
never let me speak. You actually will never let me. And now my cat is. She's right next to me, and she's getting.
Karbon, you're
do you
not the
hear her?
only dangerous cook. Jinx LUL.
Do you hear her? Do you hear the crumpling? That crumpling isn't me. That crumpling is my cat.
No one wants to hear you speak. I'm here for the cat and the chat.
She just dragged in a paper bag, put it directly behind me, behind the microphone, and started crumpling it in front of me. Why? You know I'm streaming. Baby girl, what you doing? Hi. She hissed at me. She doesn't want me to take it. Please.
She
Stop.
wants to do ASMR.
Throw Dicky in the harbor.
I'm crying.
WHEB.
She's fighting me. She won't let me. Okay, I'm gonna try. Come on.
Bring her to the mic. We want to hear her.
Ah! There you go.
Can we hear Hebe meow?
You want to hear her meow? If I pick her up, she'll meow, and she'll hate me. Let me see if I can bait her. I'm moving the bag right in front of me where I can grab her. Oh, she knows. She knows I'm gonna pick her up. She's not going for it. Oh, she's
Getting
smart.
hating on isn't my issue.
Sacrifices must be made.
Sacrifices must be made. It's crazy. Okay, I'll get a video of her later. I just hope that she doesn't bite my elbow. Sometimes she bites my weenus when I'm streaming. Like, you know the little elbow piece?
Do you pinky promise?
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll pinky promise. Fine, I'll pinky promise. Yeah, sometimes she bites my weenus when I'm streaming. She'll like get needy, and then she'll bite my elbow when I'm not looking to try to get my attention. It's a lot. Being a cat dad is hard, okay? She's having a great time. I could hear her crumple the paper bag behind me. I hate how much fun she has with this.
Did you see the news about the guy who became infertile because of his cat?
Hello? Infertile? How? What do you mean infertile? What did they do?
Let her spend time with her dad on stream.
Hello? I'm scared now, chat. You're making me worried. Hi, chat. Hello. You gotta tell me more about that. What the heck? Anyway. Hi, chat. Hi. It's nice to see you again. Hello.
You're already infertile. What are you worried about?
Stop. I'm trying not to be infertile. I'm not. No. I'm fertile. I'm single woman out there. Don't listen to chat. I'm so fertile, okay? I actually know my sperm count. Okay, you don't know TMI? I'm telling you TMI right now. Actually, I'm actually gonna tell you TMI. Don't worry, you gotta listen to it. Come on, kitchen. Okay. Oh, you're early for once. Hello, welcome in early. Hi. I'm kidding. I went to the fertility clinic and they measured me and they said I had.
The doctor told you to stop.
Yeah. They said I have an above average account. Okay, so they said I'm extra fertile. Confirmed extra fertile. I have the numbers too. I have the like exact measurements, but I'm not gonna tell you that. That's TMI. I just also part of me. Did you know that the way they count how fertile you are is they literally
What's
take
the
a
point
little
of being
piece.
fertile if you have no bitches?
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'll have you know, when I went to TwitchCon, 2 women approached me while I was at TwitchCon, and then they came up to me and they said, "Do you think I'm attractive? Would you date me?" And they went, and then I was like, "Oh wow." Don't mind that they had like a camera crew with them and were 1000% using me as a bit, but I think that was a love confession. So I would count that as 2 confessions. You know? So yeah. Yeah. Did you say yes? What do you think I said? Chat, what do you think? Do you think I said yes? I had 2 IRL streamers approach me. Mind you, I was wearing a mask and I had glasses on. I was clearly incognito, right?
I dunno. There was a thing at TwitchCon where a guy was live streaming, going up to girls and having his chat hit yes or no for a smash or pass.
Wow. Oh, I saw that. Wait, do you think their chat was rating me? Is there a SVOD out there with someone's like smash or pass for Karbon? Do you think they said yes to smashing me? What if they were trolling me? Now I want to know. I want to know. But yes, that's not cool though. That is not cool to do to people for sure. Thankfully, the people who came up to me were like pretty okay.
K-Pasa, Space Princess.
They were respectful once they realized that I didn't want to talk to them. But I hear that the IRL streaming at TwitchCon was a little bleh. But I will say, I did meet some really, really amazing IRL streamers who were really cool and awesome because they weren't actively streaming when they met me. Yeah, so that was nice. Also, that one guy who came into the partner lounge with his camera, like live streaming, and then going up to people asking them about their partner shit, that was fucked. I don't know why security didn't stop them earlier, so I wish they did. Hello, everyone. Hi. Oh my gosh, look at all the stuff people coming. All those people coming in. Hi, you. Yeah, right, you. Okay, you know what? This is me being happy that I'm a VTuber. I'm happy that I'm a VTuber because I don't have to go around to restaurants and in public with a camera in my face, like the arm out, being like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm here. It's Karbon. We're going to go harass random women on the street today." Like, every day I'm thankful. I didn't know I needed to be thankful, but now I am. Now I actually am. That is, gosh, what could have been, you know? What another line. Enough of that though. Enough. I don't want to spoil too much TwitchCon stuff. I've been trying to find time to compile all the photos so that we can review stuff. Oh, announcement for stream, by the way. Announcement on stream. Saturday, I can stream Saturday. I just found out. I needed to ask a few of my friends to make sure that I could. But this Saturday, I think I'm going to stream in the evening, and then that's when we'll go through the TwitchCon photos, and we'll look at the zoo. We'll look at all the stuff I did at TwitchCon, like dinners and stuff that I went out for. So I'll do that. Yeah. So this Saturday, so it's more available for everyone, and I'll have a bunch of photos, and I'll have like POV videos. I was so excited. I'm genuinely really hyped for that one. That's gonna be my favorite, like probably of this week. It'll be really exciting. It'll be nice aftercare after we play Dead Space, and I'll scream my freaking soul out. Yeah. Starlight's yeah, yippee indeed. I'll be working. I'll make sure the VOD is up. Okay, the VOD will be up. Okay.
Hi Karbon.
Today?
First time catching a stream.
Yeah?
I wanted to ask, in your experience, how often do the different science fields overlap? Because I'm interested in multiple and I'm having a hard time choosing which to study.
Which one do you think is the most? How often do they interlap? I would say all the interesting things for science fields happens at the overlap. I think doing purely in one field is actually not that fun. Most of the cool stuff happens within the intersection. Like, for example, the latest Nobel Prize for biology was awarded between a guy who took reinforcement learning, so AI training with computer science and data processing, and he meshed it with protein science to now create a computer program that could help do protein synthesis. And that has increased the cure of cancer rate by like literally 1,000 times. So by combining two different fields of science, he was able to get us 1,000x closer to a cure for many diseases, which is crazy, right? So I think interdisciplinary stuff is where it's at. Doug has a good video where it's like, if you want to be a good content creator, take two things people like and mush them together. And for me, that's like VTubing and science stuff. But for science, you can just take like math and I don't know, physics, and you mesh those together, or you take like electricity, like electrical engineering, and I don't know, aerospace, and you mesh them together. Like just find like things that you like and go for it and study them deeply. You'll figure it out. You'll find something that's you're like, ooh, what's this? This is my first time catching the stream. Thank you. Hi. Oh, we're sniffing some sniffers. Thank you for the sniffers. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, I didn't even say what I was gonna do today.
Ah yes, baked beans and sleep.
That's you. You're gonna be baked beans and sleep. You know what? That's not a bad plan. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, yes. Today we are doing a fun little stream. We're gonna do an astronaut suit stream. So kind of similar to TwitchCon. During TwitchCon, I got jealous. I'm gonna be fully honest, chat. When you have your streamer friends go out and greet their community, you get super jelly. I had one of my friends who had a fan bring them a 20 foot, not 20 feet. No, actually, I'm pretty sure it's 20 feet. A 20 feet wide printout poster of their feet. Like literally a fan brought a 20-foot poster of their feet and they signed it. It was a gigantic signature. It was literally the best thing I've ever seen. And I was just like, I want people to bring out giant printouts of my face for me to sign. I want to do that. So yeah. No, I'm jealous of the community meetup. Okay. Obviously, I'm jealous of the community meetup. I would never show my raw dogs on stream. All right, that's privilege. That's tier 3 subscriber level of privilege. All right. But I never showed my dogs. I've never shown my dogs on stream, have I? No, I would never. Their feet. Yeah. It was pretty funny. It was, the cooking stream. Oh, and the glucose bubbles? Chat, if we do an IRL meetup, I want us to build the biggest bubble we can. I want us to get like a really big string and like a little kite and see how big of a bubble we can make together. That'd be really fun. Like we all hold a big string and we have a huge pan of soapy water and we add glucose to it and then make the biggest bubble. That'd be really cute. I would love to do that. He'd probably blow the con up. No, I would do it outside of the con, obviously. I'm a man of safety. Also, security is not gonna let me in. But it'll be fine. Yeah. I'd be really excited to do that. Is that weird for us to have an astronaut meetup and we're just all blowing bubbles? I mean, I think that'd be kind of cute. So I think my goals for the next year is I actually really, really do want to do fan meetups for everyone. So in order to do that, I need to make a spacesuit. I like to be an anime character. I like that I'm a VTuber. And in order to contain my all-powerful VTuber energy, I must create a suitable container, which is going to be an astronaut suit. So I'm going to see how freaking hard is it to build an astronaut suit? It can't be that hard, right? It only took NASA like a couple $100 million. Surely I can make a mock-up in my basement, right? So I'm gonna build a whole astronaut suit. It's gonna be super cute. And also, I just wanted to say, I think for next year, we might. I don't know. Okay. I don't wanna preemptively hype this. I'm pretty sure we might be able to get a Glor plush. I think it might be done. I think we might be able to get a Glorp plush. And if we do, I can launch the plushie while we're doing IRL meetups so that we can give them away to people who come to meetups. I I, I really want this. Like look at this cute look at this cute little guy. Glorp, you're so cute. You're so cute. Please. So I really hope that we can get a Glorp meetup. That would be really nice. Yeah, yeah. I really want a Glorp one. Ooh, and that's the pink Glorp. That's pink Glorp. Hi, pink Glorp. I think it'd be super sweet. So I really want. We'll see. We'll see where the community is at by that time. But I think it's very doable. Mhm. Yeah. Just here, ask your friends at NASA to gift you one. They'll be dismantled soon anyway. There's no way in hell they'll ever give those out. Okay, chat. Those NASA suits. You know what happens to those spacesuits? I'll tell you what happens to decommissioned spacesuits. They either get one, auctioned off for fundraising, or two, donated to really big wigs or taken by like head honchos in the engineering or like research department. So like the NASA directors will have them in their living room. There's no way they're giving it to me. Absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. I wish I could get it. I mean, you could always. Nah. I won't admit that on stream. Never mind. I'm not breaking in. Never mind. Sorry. I ignore the very strong
If we
pause
do a
and
fan
consideration.
meetup, we're all going to throw a Carbon party, and you're going to have so much FOMO.
Okay. I'm gonna be there. Please, can I not be at the am I not invited to my own party? Are you serious? That's crazy. Holy moly. Wait. No. What would be you want to be really cool? I would because of how many STEM people we have in our community and how like stacked our community is, I bet it would be possible for us to host our own party and get sponsors to pay for it. I bet we could get a rooftop party and be like, hey, space companies, would you like to, or like some science companies, would you like to sponsor this? We get sponsored by Raytheon. Could you imagine? We have a cocktail party at a rooftop sponsored by Raytheon for Carbonaut meetups. That'd be crazy.
Let's go party scientifically.
Oh, Glorp just freaked out. Thank you for the sub. Holy moly.
No, you'll be there.
broke
You'll
up.
just
Why
sit
not?
on your throne malevolently.
Okay. I'll just sit on the throne. I'm not allowed to leave. I'm not allowed to leave the throne. Welcome in. That would be cool, low key. Okay. Are you okay, chat, if we do host a party, but you do get approached by the military industrial complex? Like, is that fine? Are you okay with doing a party, but like US government recruiters will come up being like, hey, would you like to build weapons for us? I mean, I'm just saying we would get it paid for and it'd be really nice, but there'd be people at the bottom being like, sign up. Get sponsored by SpaceX and launch a rocket that
If that
explodes in the air.
fails, you can always just cosplay as Doom Guy or Master Chief.
That's true.
No, I would be fine
That's
with
true.
that.
Hello? I'm not invited. That's so sad. It's so sad. No, I ain't trying to fuck with the government again. The arsonist doesn't want to fuck with the government again. Come on, have a little faith. Have a little faith. You could do it. I think some people are in ads right now. I'm trying to be a little bit better about ads. I don't know. I need to like get a mod to help me manage ads. Right now they've been automatically playing, but in the future I'll fix them so that they are a little better on time, you know? Wait, I just realized there's no music playing. There's been music playing for me this whole time, but it hasn't been playing for you. Oh, okay, you hear it now, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's this music playing in the background. Let me turn it down a little though. Huh. Well, yes. That's awkward. Well, that's awkward. I did not know that you were not hearing it. And I'm gonna go hide this. Actually, I can just make it smaller. But sorry, that was not me burping. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. Hmm. So yeah, just a little bit of scuff. Just a little scuff. You never know. You are awkward. Tell me something that I don't know. Tell me something that I got that awkward riz. All right. I don't even know what that means. Someone once told me that I had awkward riz, and I was just like, hello? Is that good or bad? First time in stream, but I found you on YouTube Shorts. Oh, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited for new YouTube Shorts. I have a bunch of new shorts planned. They're like space-related shorts about how you can't taste food in space because your nose is always clogged, and all sorts of like fun stuff like that. Wait, if we have a Carbonaut party, you will make the cocktails? I would make the cocktails, yeah, sure. Ooh, you know what I would do? I would get little cup containers that are like little rockets. We could have little rocket cup containers, and then that way they can be sealed. So there's like a straw at the top of the rocket, and then that way people don't get their drink spiked. And they also have a fun souvenir drink. That would be cute. I would like that. I would like that. Guys, I'm proud to say I'm featured on 5 of his YouTube shorts. Are you serious? Why the fuck are you in 5 of them? Hello? Hello? That's crazy. That would be cute. Yeah, I think so too. I would think so. I mean, I don't think anyone has ever done that. Has any streamer ever been like, we're hosting a party, but only for my community members? Could you imagine, like, at the door, I check if you're subbed? I should do that. I should host a community party, and only people who are subbed to Karbon get in. That'd be, honestly, I think it would be really fun. I would really enjoy that. That'd be crazy. I think we'll see if there's enough of us, okay? I don't want us to do the party and there's like 5 of us there. It's just like a couch hangout, you know? Let's see. Maybe we'll do like a tentative RSVP. Maybe in 2 years. Maybe 1 year is too soon. Maybe I'll just do a meetup at like a convention for the first year. For the second year, I would totally want to rent out a whole place and have a good time with everyone. Subbed on YouTube or Twitch? No. On Twitch, it costs money. That's your fee. That's your entrance fee. You have to sub. I'll pole dance for the Carbon. Okay. Hold on here. Hold on. If I host a community party and we have pole dancers at the party, I think the optics are bad. I think the optics are not good. Oh, okay. Maybe Antique really wants the pole dancers. Hello? Thank you for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh. You're so sweet. Wait, what do you think? Do you think W Gifter, do you think we should get a pole dancer? Maybe we should solicit the community. I'll cover my ears with my Karbon shirt. That'd be nice. You could do merch too. Anytime said all of us are getting entry. That's true. You could just go into chat and be like, please give me a sub, please. That'd be so fun. We should do a subathon right up before, and then everyone with a sub gets in. That's how I would do it. If I were gonna do the party, I would stream for like 2 weeks beforehand. And I'd be like doing a subathon, and then I'd be like, okay, everyone get their subs. And if you don't have money to get a sub, then you can farm it. You can farm the subathon, and then once you get your sub, you can get in. I'll fund the plush. Oh yeah, that's true. It would help fund the plush. People should make intros on why they deserve it. Jeez, damn. You're asking for the whole resume. You're like a bag for it. Yeah. Okay, but yes, I am really hyped for all the future events, and I'm really excited to do all that. And I just think it'd be really cool.
I think you should get a prolific DJ, like Deadmau5 or Kill the Noise.
Okay, chat, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a fucking nobody, so I don't know what you mean by getting a prolific DJ. The closest music artist that I know of right now, the music artist that I'm closest to is BB No Money after we peed together next to each other in the urinals. Okay? That's my only musician connect. I should send him a DM and be like, hey, we were in the bathroom together. Can you show up to my party? Can you sing there? Good enough. Okay. Yeah, I ran into at the partner lounge. Our only connect is that we peed together. We still have to pay him. Yeah, I mean we would be able to, hopefully. Does shows? That's cool. I honestly, maybe we just let Spotify shuffle. Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. Honestly, he might. You think so? He's such a crazy man. He does so many random weird ass shit. This is kind of random, but everyone who goes to UPenn DJs. Is there like a school where all the DJers go? You know, I went to visit one of my college friends, and they live in a college town, and there's like nothing there except the college. And I was like, what do you do? Like, when you're bored and you're not partying, like, where do you go? You know, it's just a college town. There's not much here. And they told me, usually I just drink. And I'm like, huh? And I went around, I started talking to some people in the area. Literally everyone just drinks. If you're in like a bumfuck nowhere college town, your hobby is alcohol. And I'm just every day I'm thankful that I live in a more populated area with things open in the evening. Sounds about right. It's crazy. Twinkie Booty Destroyer. Holy moly, what a username. Welcome in. I mean, I was really tempted to get a partner badge that said my alt username. I have an alt that I use for testing purposes, and it's literally name your grandma's wet queef. And I just wanted to go around the con with that. I just really thought it'd be funny. I resisted the urge though. Can't relate. My college is a city. Skill issue. Yeah, right. Skill issue. I follow it. Thanks for the follows. Please don't follow it. It's literally for testing. It's literally just for testing. Okay. I was gonna go do some space stuff. So let's go ahead and change our category to science and technology. Holy moly, science and technology on Twitch. What? Okay. The reason why I'm changing my category.
Infected mushroom.
Infected mushroom as a DJ or song artist. I don't know them, but I can check. Okay. The reason why I'm going to stream in science and technology more is I met a streamer at TwitchCon. His name is Paleontologist. I literally don't know how to spell it, but he's a paleontologist who goes out and digs dinosaurs out of the ground, streaming via satellite in the bumfuck middle of nowhere. I talked about him last stream, and he tells me he streams in the science and technology category all the time because he's trying to grow the category. He wants the science and technology category to be bigger. And I talked to him for a little bit, and he was just like, yeah, you know, I think there's so much more potential for the science and technology category. Did you know that the coding, the software, and game development category used to be inside it? And I was just like, wait a minute. You're telling me the coding CS people used to be a part of the science category and now are broke out of it? They're one of the biggest categories. There's like thousands upon thousands of software viewers, but no one watches science and technology. What is this? Like, actually, I got enraged, and now I need to fuck them over, okay? You know what? I need to teach the coding people to know their place. Honestly, coding is way less fun than the sciences, okay? If you have a CS degree, refund it. Go get a real STEM degree. I'm kidding. CS is it's actually very hard discipline. I'm sorry. You guys are already getting fucked by AI right now. Okay. But yes, I think when I do science videos, I'll be in the category. I'm going to try to make a conscious effort to be in there just so that I can promote the category a little bit and see what other science people are up to, you know? Damn, dude. Okay. I need to blow my nose. I've been yapping too much, and microgravity makes my nose clog. Does plant science count? I freaking love plant science. Hello? Yes, plant science counts. I love plant science. It's so weird. Silly. And the vacuoles? Okay, sorry. I'm muting my microphone so you can't hear me blow my. Okay, I'm back. 0 out of 10 blow. Okay, you literally couldn't hear it. All right, stop. You're gaslighting me right now, chat. I can't believe you would gaslight me like this. Hello, gaslighting. I love this transition. So cute. Alrighty, chat. I got some videos for you. We got some spacesuit videos. All right. I'm really excited. Bokag, hello, hi, welcome in. But we did hear. Stop. You guys, I was asked. Okay, before we start the video, someone was telling me how they test their audio issues by asking if chat can hear them properly, and that's how they check to see if their audio is working. And I'm like, hello. You ask chat if there's any technical issues and they tell you? And I was like, my little freaking Carbonaut gremlins, these little fuckers, there's no way. Half the time they say my AC is on and they can't hear me. And my AC is not on and it's in the middle of winter. And they're like, Carbon, we can't hear you. Your fan's too loud. And I'm just like, okay. Yeah, I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of you. If I ever ask any of you for advice, you will give me the exact opposite. Okay, Carbon, are you talking right now? It's crazy. Oh my.
Yep, we'll just troll you.
Your AC. So sorry. Let me turn down the fans a bit. Okay, let me turn down the fans. Jeez. Okay, Glorp, get over here. Glorp. Oh. Bald. Okay. You're literally making my model spaz out. Thanks. Now I'm okay. Yeah, take a look at the shiny head. Ha ha. Everyone laugh at the shiny head. Ha ha. Crazy. Okay. Let's see. We had a lot of spacesuit videos. Wait, why are spacesuits so expensive? Oh no. Are we gonna be able to afford a spacesuit, chat? Are we breaking the bank with this one? Uh-oh. That's not a good. This is not a good clip to run into. Let's see, I guess. Let's see. Let's look at the cost and then we'll look at how it works, right? That'll be fine. Yeah.
This spacesuit, built in 1974, was reported to cost between 50.
All right. So that's a lot of subs. That's a lot of Twitch subs. I don't know if we can
Time for Jonathan 2.0.
I think that's so I guess I have to start a fansly, huh? I guess we gotta really ASMR. I guess I just get a costume. BRB, I'm gonna mortgage 5 homes. Insane. All right. Okay. Let's see. Maybe the cost is like in the boots, you know, like maybe it's just the boots and like, or labor costs. Maybe it's labor costs. Maybe the material is actually really, really cheap, you know? It's fine. It's fine.
And $22 million.
Okay.
Today, that would be about 150 million.
Oh, it wasn't even accounting for inflation. It wasn't even accounting for it. Oh my god. I'm too poor to watch this video. I'm too poor to be here. I can't even look at it. The suit is so expensive. Oh my god. Hi. Hello. I love Dorfin Kenji. Welcome in. I guess You think I could get a loan for this? You think my bank will give me a loan for this one? Maybe, possibly. Okay.
Having not delivered any new mission-ready
Okay.
extravehicular suits since then,
Bits to
NASA
start?
is running out of spacesuits.
Bits to. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for the 300 biddies. You know, we are 0.001% of our way to $100 million. Appreciated. Damn.
On
You know
the
what's
low end, you need about 30 million Tier 1 subs, so it's not that much of a goal.
hold on. 30 million tier 1 okay. What is the Twitch sub record? You want to see what the Twitch sub record is? The all-time subscriber record is 1 million. 1 million by Kaisenat. Chat,
Guess Spirit Halloween is your best bet.
I have to 30x Kaisenat. I have to get 30 times the subs as Kaisenat in order to fund a single spacesuit. Mantra, hello, welcome in. We're designing spacesuits, or we're trying to. First off, we're budgeting. We're budgeting, and we're so fucked right now.
Thanks, Risriel, for the tier amount sub.
No. I'm gonna be the best streamer of all time. 30 mil subs, easy peasy.
Okay, time to gift subs.
No. Oh my
That
gosh,
is not
thank you,
considering
Risriel.
subs from other nations where subs can be less than $10.
Okay, let's not think about that. Sailor, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you here. Hi, we're just designing a spacesuit right now, or we're literally trying to see how much it costs. All right, okay.
In fact, NASA are down to just 4 flight-ready EVA suits.
What happened to all the other suits? Did they break? Also, where are they located? Like, I'm kind of thinking museum heist. Like, you know, I'm thinking that might be a little bit better. I'm just thinking a museum heist angle might be better than like trying to buy one. Okay, sorry. No, FBI agent, look away. I'm not committing crimes in Minecraft.
Since 2009, NASA has invested more than $200 million in spacesuit development, recently unveiling the XEMU prototype. But
what? That's a prototype?
Thanks, Lilith Rose Decay, for the tier amount sub.
Lilith Rose, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. I was just about to say, this suit looks ass. Is that just me, or does this suit look like absolute? I mean, okay, I understand they're supposed to be functional, but like, it looks not great. It's like, it doesn't inspire me, you know? I don't see that suit and I'm not like, wow, we have a man on the moon. This is so cool. It looks like you're like a little rinky dink. Like, I also question the weight distribution. I don't know. Yeah.
EMU prototype.
They're trying too hard with the American colors. That's what it is. It's the color palette. The color palette is ass. They are trying too hard. Just throw a flag patch or something. I don't know. Are we gonna print this? You want it to be in camo? You know, you're gonna do an American camo print or something? Come on. Well, we fill the back part and make a space DoorDash. Oh my god, you're right. This looks like a DoorDash. This looks like a DoorDash delivery service. Like, you have a big backpack behind you and you're just like going in, giving your space deliveries. That actually looks like that's what it looks like. Okay.
But NASA still does not have a new fleet of spacesuits. So why has it taken so long for new spacesuits to be built? And what makes them so expensive?
Spacesuits are so expensive because they're complex, human-shaped spacecraft. Think about them in terms.
Oh, that is a really good point. They are spacecrafts. You know? Like, that's that's true. They are spacecrafts. But where it's not like they're going through atmosphere re-entry, you know? Like, the difference between a real spacecraft is it has to leave Earth's atmosphere, which is really freaking hard because you're melting things at such high temperatures that you burn plasma. And that's because the air molecules that you're like bouncing off your spacecraft as it goes up. Once you're in space, I feel like it's pretty chill. Like once you're there, it's fine. So,
In terms of spacecraft, not as work clothes. A spacesuit has to protect an astronaut from the vacuum of space, from radiation coming from the sun and other bodies.
I always see, so you see these visors here? You see how they're like super reflective? It's that reflective because if it wasn't that reflective, the sun's pure, unadulterated death lasers would go into the astronauts' eyes and fry their brain, pretty much. Like, if you stand in space, just naked, and the sun is hitting you, you will boil instantly. The light from the sun makes the surface of the moon, for example, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. It's as hotter than your well, it's hot enough to bake something for sure. It's double boiling temperature. I'm just saying that's literally just light. Just light. We're not even accounting for the pressure differentials and all that stuff.
Reflective, like my D.
Okay.
And it has to protect against fast traveling particles that are traveling up to 18,000 miles an hour.
Oh. They also have the micro like meteors. They should make space cookies. You know, they could probably bake cookies really quickly in space. I think they would burn to a crisp instantly though in the sunlight. You'd have to like get a little bit of sunlight. But they're right that when you're in space, there's millions of tiny little meteors that fly around all the time. Like, imagine if you threw a pebble around this Earth, it'd be flying at hundreds of miles per hour, going around and around. But the reason why we don't get hit by tiny micro pebbles on the surface of the Earth is because our atmosphere destroys anything that starts falling down. So as soon as something goes down, if it's small enough, it just gets melted by the Earth's atmosphere as it flies down at high speeds. But when you're in space, there's nothing really to absorb that. So you constantly get pelted by miniature tiny bullets all the time. It's just part of being in space. You just get pelted with tiny things. And if you're really unlucky, something really big, like bullet size, could actually hit you. And that's no bueno.
And it has to protect against fast traveling particles that are traveling up to 18,000 miles an hour.
Okay, not hundreds, 18,000 miles per hour. Yeah, that's going to delete whatever it touches.
Penetrate the suit. They provide oxygen, communications, telemetry, and everything else that a human needs to survive, all rolled into one tiny
humans are so picky,
spacecraft.
right?
But the spacesuits NASA
I love how happy that guy was. Wait, look at him.
But the spacesuits NASA
Look at that guy. He is so excited to go in here.
currently uses are more than 40 years old. 18 suits were developed for the Space Shuttle program in 1974 and have vastly overworked their original 15-year life design. Suit number 1 was only used for certification.
Wait. Are you telling me astronauts get hand-me-downs? No. Like, they get a suit and then you get a hand-me-down suit from someone else? Oh.
While Suit 2 was destroyed during ground testing. 2 suits were lost in the Challenger disaster in 1986, and another 2 in the Columbia disaster in 2003. The most recent spacesuit loss was Unit 17 during SpaceX 7's cargo mission mishap.
They're actually reusing the suits. They're reusing the suits and they keep getting destroyed when rockets explode. Oh no. We're actually losing suits.
Loss was Unit 17 during SpaceX
I did not know this.
cargo mission mishap.
Oh.
The exact cost to replace this unit is unknown, but estimates range as high as $250 million.
Per suit? Holy shit. Okay.
For the remaining 11 suits, the damage is mounting, with 7 in various stages of refurbishment and maintenance. That leaves only 4 flight-ready spacesuits aboard the International Space Station. In fact,
there's only 4 suits total in all of humanity. Okay, wait. Maybe the Russians have a couple, okay? Maybe the Russians have a couple, but like 4 in all of America is still pretty bad. I'm just saying, like, I did not know that there was a spacesuit shortage. Okay. What if they need a spare? There's literally more astronauts in the ISS than there are spacesuits. So only 4 there. I think there's like at any time like 12 to 17. Let me see how many astronauts. Let me not speak out of my ass. Let me just look it up. How many astronauts in the ISS? Typically 7. Oh, okay. So there's about 7 astronauts on the International Space Station at a given time, meaning a little over half of them have enough spacesuits. But if all of them wanted to get into space, they couldn't.
Wow, 250K for a suit, and they let a VTuber have 1 SMH.
Hey, leave me alone, okay? Don't tell them I swiped this one. I need another one for cons too.
All-female spacewalk was postponed because the space station had only 1 medium-sized suit.
There was supposed to be an all-female like space station walk to like inspire more women to STEM, I guess, and they weren't able to do it because their suits got destroyed. Oh.
This milestone was finally achieved when NASA sent up a medium torso shell to fit the existing larger suit.
They retrofitted a suit to make it work? Oh, hell nah. Oh, if I was that woman and they said, "Hey, we need to take like a PR photo and your suit doesn't fit you exactly, so we retrofitted one. Can you put like this ugly ass shell on top of yourself and like maybe you won't die?" I don't. Nah. I wouldn't get at that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna wear this. I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel safe. You know, I'd rather want the full suit. You know, I could have trusted, right? It's literally a first prototype. It's a shell. Holy.
NASA has invested about $250 million developing the XEMU suit for its Artemis program.
Okay.
Which plans to take humans back to the surface of the moon.
This is the Artemis program is being hyped so much right now. I've talked about this before, but there's literally a space race right now. There's one crater on the moon, a single crater that is so much better in terms of moon-based location than every other crater on the moon. And it's not even close. It's like substantially better. And because of moon law, which is, you know, first come, first serve, whoever gets there first will be fucking set. Like they will be set. And the reason why it's so much better, I'm making a short about it right now, actually. But I'll give you the TLDR. The reason why it's so much better is that this crater is on the south pole of the moon and gets permanent sunlight and permanent darkness. So if you're permanently in the sun will fry you from its UV rays, and it's bad to build under the sun. And it causes huge temperature swings. So like as the sunlight travels across the moon, you go from negative 200 degrees Fahrenheit to positive 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So you want to just be in permanent darkness if you can help it. And the crater, inside the crater.
Does the moon get mooned when you moon the moon?
I don't know. I don't know if it moons. But inside the crater, it's completely dark. But over the ridge of the crater, like outside of the crater, it's always sunny. Meaning you can have a solar panel outside in the sunny area and you can hide the moon base in the crater and it won't get destroyed by the sun. And on top of that, it's facing the South Pole, which always points to Earth, meaning you'll never have dead zones. So communication with the Earth is super important, and you'll always have a connection to satellites on the Earth if you're on the South Pole. So it has connection with the satellites. It has perfect lighting conditions, and It has potentially water. There's a lot of evidence that indicates that there is ice there. Like a lot of evidence. Scientists think it's one of the few places that there might be water on the moon, like frozen water anyway. So that's why it's so much better. And it's first come, first serve. Both China and the United States have confirmed that they're landing there. They both said that they're landing there. So who's gonna go there first? I don't know. They're saying they're landing there. And it can only accommodate one moon base. So let's see what happens. Yeah, there you go. Watch them throw nukes up there to destroy each other's bases.
There was a chunk of one
not.
of the helmets from the Challenger explosion that landed in a pasture near where I live.
All right, Irish. Get it and bring it back to us so that we can use it. Appreciate it. All right, I need that for the spacesuit.
Moon by 2024, with a view to eventually go to Mars. With that goal fast approaching, and the number of existing spacesuits dwindling, NASA engineers face a new kind of space race.
Yay, space
there
races.
Is absolutely a sense of urgency, not only because of the number of suits itself is relatively small, but the individual components that we use to keep the suits healthy and moving forward is also dwindling.
Okay, this video is from 5 years ago. I want to give you some extra context. Since then, SpaceX and other companies have made major suit developments. So we're going to watch this older video about pricing and how big the crisis is for spacesuits. And I'll show you the most up-to-date spacesuits that are literally from this year. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, Monster BB.
A great example of that is the carbon dioxide sensors. The design that the current suits fly is a heritage design, some of the components of which are no longer produced. Some of the vendors that made those components no longer even exist. And
oh, that's right. NASA engages in third-party contractors for a lot of these things. So in order to save on costs, NASA is not in the business of manufacturing all of these things from scratch. They just want to get a man to space. And they'll do that in the cheapest and most reliable way possible, which often means ordering like H2O tanks from another company that specializes in it, or partnering with a third-party contractor who said that they will build a custom thing for the spacesuits. You know? Wouldn't it be better to do in-house? You would think, right? But oftentimes, other companies have expertise. Like, let's say you're NASA, right? And you want to build, I don't know, this spacesuit. Do you have the technical expertise to make a really great battery for space? There are companies out there who specialize in batteries, and they've been doing battery R&D for like 20 years. It'd be much easier to do a partnership with them, pay them some money, and then just get the battery. And I think that's the problem now, is that those companies no longer exist. So a lot of these parts are not in production anymore. So they will have to either find someone who will make new parts for them or make it from scratch themselves. Yeah. So it's like the thing of competitive advantage. It's also like getting it done. If you build everything from scratch, you'll never get anything done. It'll take you so long. Every major company does this. Even Apple, for example, you know, your iPhone is made up of hundreds of individual vendors getting bought by Apple. That Apple's buying their components and has a deal with them and puts them in the phone. You think Apple builds the camera lenses themselves? Hell no. They buy it from a company that specializes in camera lenses. They're part of building the whole system together. It's a very common thing for many major products, like the Xbox, same thing. Like hard drives, SSDs, you think they design and build an SSD from scratch? No, they go to a memories SSD company and they just buy it from there. They have like some deal that they make. That's business. That's the business of engineering.
So
Apple's
today,
screen is made by
the CO2
Android.
sensor is a great example of a
Is that really true? That'd be so freaking funny. I kind of believe it, honestly.
the CO2 sensor is a great
Notably,
example of
iPhone use Samsung displays.
Thank you. Oh yes, you know it would be using Samsung displays. Yeah, because Samsung just dominates the display market. Really funny.
component where a replacement design that will work for both the existing suit and the new suit basically be a drop-in repliplement that's compatible
Going to
with
bed.
both
Here's some
suit
more
designs.
bits for the suit. Later, y'all.
Thank you, NT. W bitters, W gifter. I don't know what to call bits. Thank you. No, I appreciate it a lot. Okay, that's enough. We got enough funding for our bits now. We can finally afford a suit. It's only a cool 100 mil.
Designs.
These people-shaped spacecraft are packed with complex components, but the most expensive parts are subject.
Do you see? Oh, I just wanted to talk about this for a moment. You see how he walked out and his joints are like blocked? It's because in an astronaut suit, it's not flexible. It's actually very rigid. It's like being in a plastic shell. So there's joint sections right here that rotate. So your arm can't move like it normally can. There's preset pivot points where you rotate around.
People-shaped spacecraft are packed with complex components, but the most expensive parts are subject to debate.
The most expensive component of the spacesuit are the gloves. The gloves are the most complex because the astronauts need them for manual dexterity to do meaningful work in space. You see the interior. You see a system of pulleys and strings that hold.
They have pulleys and strings? Is this like an exosuit glove? Like, do they have mechanical assistance to the fingers? That's crazy. That's actually bonkers. I don't know how much the gloves cost. They haven't said, but they said it's the most expensive. I wonder if they give us a percentage of the cost.
Hold it together. And then on the outside of the glove, you see the system of heat radiators that allow the astronaut to keep their hands warm.
The gloves are an amazing and intricate component, but at the end of the day, the pressure garment, including the gloves, is actually less expensive than the life support system. The backpack that is worn on the back of the suit
backpack is even more.
A highly compressed set of technologies
that makes sense.
that do everything from maintain temperature to remove carbon dioxide and continue to provide pressure inside the suit itself.
Wait, this is them taking out the suit in zero gravity. That's the B-roll that they have.
Inside the suit itself.
I hear these suits are like 300 pounds.
Why is Glorp so expensive?
Because I increased Glorp prices. It's Glorpflation. I think I'll keep Glorp a little more expensive for videos so that we can focus mostly on the video, but I don't mind chatting. I just don't want it to be all the time frequent so that we can actually finish our videos.
Components are each more expensive than most of the other garment components like the gloves.
But even
Oops, sorry, I was muted. It's not your fault. Thanks for asking. Don't ever worry about asking about stuff like that. It is a-okay.
Even these expertly engineered suits can go wrong. In 2013, European Space Agency astronaut Luca Parmitano reported that his helmet started filling with water.
Oh, I remember this. This was terrifying. Mid-spacewalk, some astronaut had their suit malfunction and he was drowning inside the suit. Like literally drowning inside the suit. It is, yeah, let me see if I can find a thing about it. Space suit malfunction. I think I can find it for you.
Pew. Why you sound excited about that?
Don't worry about it.
On July 9th, Cassidy already completing the Z1 jumper cable installation, a continuation of last week's Z1 jumper cables.
I see these is sweat. No, it's not sweat. No, it's not sweat.
Hey, Luca, can you clarify, is it increasing or not increasing?
Oh, this is the audio logs.
It's hard to tell, but it feels like a lot of water. Oh, I see, yeah. I see it now, wiggling. Can you see? It's over here, right? Yeah.
This is his friend looking at the water. Oh my gosh. This is his camera footage.
But I have that, and then there is about the same amount of when I took the helmet down last time, Chris. Really? Yeah, I can feel it in the back of my head. I don't understand where he's coming from. It can't be the water. It has to be the bag. Can you suck it dry?
Can you suck it dry? That's crazy. Oh. That awkward moment when your fellow astronaut asks if you're sweating too hard and can you suck it dry. That is a okay. Well, anyway, here we go. Hey yo.
Stuff on your forehead is not sweat. No, it's not. Oh, I see what.
Oh, this is the video.
Copy all, Chris. You could have some towels ready. That would be great.
So they took
it out. In
total,
almost 1.5 liters of water leaked into his helmet, threatening to drown Parmitano.
That's so much water! Holy shit! Can you suck it dry? Hello? God damn! That's a big lob of water. He almost drowned in space, and it's super dangerous too. The reason why it's super dangerous in space is it's zero gravity. It's not going from the ground up. There's water tension. So if the water gets onto his face, it'll stick to his face. So he would literally have blobs of water surrounding his face and clogging up all his eyes, his mouth, and everything. That's terrifying. Hello? The guy was so chill. Damn. I'm sorry, it reminds me of Vision from Marvel. Yeah, that's insane.
In total, almost 1.5 liters of water leaked into his helmet, threatening to drown Parmitano mid-spacewalk. But considering that NASA's Apollo-era spacesuits allowed 12 humans to walk on the moon 50 years ago, and considering the Space Shuttle-era suits have been used on over 200 spacewalks, is such a large investment in new spacesuits needed?
200 spacewalks is pretty awesome. That isn't it. These things are built like freaking tanks. They've went like 50 years over their allotted lifespan, and they're still chugging away. Okay.
Well, that depends on what you're going to ask the astronauts to do.
Also, hello, King. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Walking on Mars is different from walking on the moon. It's a different environment. It has different hazards.
Yeah, that's
when
true.
You're picking these assignments for astronauts, you have
each suit is custom made.
Do you want the astronaut to be able to walk, bend over, pick up things, or will he or she be?
That's true. Spacewalk suits that are zero gravity are very different than suits that are made for gravity, like on Moon or the Mars.
Carrying something. So you have all those considerations that have to fold into that design.
We believe it is a necessity.
So funny.
Some of the
Look at that
components
mass.
and some
Wait,
of the.
hold on.
We believe it is a.
I'm sorry. It just looks so funny to see like this metal container and he like limping over.
To fold into that
Look
design.
at that.
We believe it is a necessity. Some of the components and some of the design concepts are no longer consistent with our values and expectations in terms of the quantity and distribution of crew members that we fit. I believe
whoa, that's really good arm movement. Hello, no wonder she's so excited.
The quantity and distribution of crew members
that's good movement.
I believe that yes, the investment is appropriate and worthwhile. Although,
why do they have power suit lights? Who added these? Is this a necessary feature? Is this like so that you can find them? Okay. I mean, I'm just thinking someone wanted to look like Power Rangers. I'm not gonna lie. To look extra cool. Okay. You know what? Sure. They look extra cool.
Those dollars get spent here on the ground, and they're returned to us in ways that ultimately yield benefits for all of humanity and for the taxpayers here in this country. We are also lowering the barriers to entry from a commercial perspective, getting more companies involved, getting more companies competing and innovating to try to.
This is something I'm so glad that he said. You'll often see SpaceX is namely mostly guilty of this, but many other companies will be like, we can build this thing for cheaper. We can make this at 10x a fraction of the cost, 10 times less than what NASA made it for. And the reason why is because NASA made it first. All right. It's because the government actually funds so much exploratory research. You couldn't even fathom how much exploratory research that they fund that just goes down the drain. They make it so that it's actually financially possible for private companies to go out there and make money building these things. Because if they were just to randomly try a bunch of things with no market, as in no consumers, no one's actually buying it, it's completely unexplored territory, no one would do it. Absolutely no one. So the fact that NASA even exists makes all these private space companies viable in the first place. Uh, there's a debate on whether or not NASA still needs to be here versus just coming in with more private companies. And they said NASA has lowered the barrier enough. But just let's not forget that NASA did have to make this first. You could not have hired a private company to go out and do this sort of research unless you had paid them exorbitant amounts of money through private contracts with the government. The best example is if you look at how much the US government has already paid companies like Boeing and Lockheed and Raytheon to make like their private military defense extreme amounts of money. So I'm honestly glad that NASA is doing this and releasing all this information to the public. All their engineering docs for their spacesuits are available to anyone who wants it, which is crazy, right? It's publicly released information. I can have the experimental results from Apollo era missions and at no cost to me, to any of us, which is amazing.
To continue to reduce that price.
In an effort to develop technology at lower costs, NASA often sets design challenges for innovation, sometimes partnering with the designers and companies who impress the most. In the 2009 Astronaut Glove Challenge, Ted Southern bagged the second place prize of $100,000.
Chat, are we going to join a design competition? Is this how we get our seed money?
Hi, Karbon. I hope your day has been good and to the greatest community ever. I hope y'all have been good too.
I have been good. And I think the community has been pretty banging too. I heard that people are doing well. I hope they are. Hope you're doing good too.
He and his partner, Nikolai Moiseev, a leading Russian spacesuit engineer, used their winnings to form Final Frontier Design.
We as a business were formed about 10 years ago and have worked with NASA on components of EVA suits for that whole time. NASA's our biggest customer, and we've delivered prototype components for.
This is so fun. Look at them doing their little Rubik's Cube. And it's cool that they got funded initially through design competition. So they entered into a design competition, said, hey, we can build it. Here's our stuff. They got second place. They got $100K and they founded a company.
The suit, including the
glove, hackathon time, hell yeah.
Parts and pieces. But just over the last 2 years, we've focused on bringing the whole system together.
And Final Frontier plans to build its own EVA suit much, much cheaper than NASA's.
We intend to deliver flight-level suits with similar requirements as NASA's. Our suits are made with the same material as the suits that NASA used down to the mill. Traditionally, spacesuits are very expensive. I expect our...
Why is he caressing the module like this? He's like touching it and like checking the fabric. What was that?
No. Traditionally,
what was that? Like this little fake component
expensive. Here. I expect our suit development will be in the multi-million-dollar range, but I hope that our suit EVA system will be around $2 million a piece or less.
Oh, okay. $2 million? That's a little more affordable than the $100 million we were looking at earlier. Still kind of out of our price range. Do you think they have a cheaper option?
Even though NASA has not officially released the unit price of the new XEMU suit, it's safe to say their costs will be much higher.
If we were to take the design of the suit we have today, if we were to reproduce copies of that suit, we believe that would cost us in the range of 15 to 25 million per unit. But we do believe that the design that we're developing today with the XEMU should not only stay within that range, we actually believe that competition and the innovation that we've fostered will actually drive that cost lower per unit.
Let's see.
How does NASA's spacesuit...
Are you astrophysicist? Close. I do space physics, so similar, but mostly getting into space, not astrophysics, like, ooh, what about those celestial bodies, you know?
Suit costs compare with other countries.
Oh yeah,
Russia's
what about other
equivalent of
countries?
the EMU suit is called the Orlan.
Okay, the Orlan looks badass. This looks way better than what NASA has. I'm not gonna lie. Hello? The design looks so much better. Do you agree with me, chat? Do you think it looks cooler, right? This 100% looks cooler.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I think so too. 100%.
New suit is called the Orlan. Like NASA, it also has 4 suits aboard the space station.
Okay, it also has 4.
Has reserves, both at the Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City, Russia, and at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas.
Oh.
According to Nikolay Moisev, who is one of the few engineers to work on both America's EMU.
Did he immigrate from Russia to America to work on, and he's worked on both?
And Russia's Orlan. Unlike NASA, Roscosmos has continually developed new generations of spacesuits. Moisev personally participated in the development of 5 generations of Russian spacesuits.
5?
An estimate.
You're telling me in the time for the United States to build one spacesuit and stick to it, the Russians have gone through 5 gens? Oh, I didn't know we were still losing the goddamn Cold War. Hello?
It's that 24 units were made between 1997 and 2002, with a further 24 units made between 2002 and 2019. Roscosmos is also developing a new EVA suit for Russia's first proposed moon landing by 2030.
Russia's going to the moon too? Aw, everyone and their mom is going to the moon. Shit. Okay.
With Russian technology in a cycle of constant development and American EMU fleets continuing to age, more commercial opportunities could become available for private companies like Final Frontier to develop spacesuit technologies at lower prices. In 2017, Elon Musk revealed the SpaceX IVA spacesuit. Although this intravehicular suit is only for use inside the spacecraft.
Envic, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Also, I saw someone doing quantum computing and material science and semiconductors. Ooh, that's a hot field. Good luck. I hope you have fun. Also very hard to break into, but I think you got it. Can we go to the moon too as a whole space station? Yeah, I got you. I'll take you to the moon. Don't worry. I got you. Do you work in academia? No, I'm not in academia. I am in industry. Yippee! I do R&D, if you're curious. I won't reveal too much information because I am trying to keep my science stuff somewhat separate. I just really am nerdy. But yes, I do industry developments. I worked on some pretty cool projects. You're probably using one of the things that I made right now. Whoa, right? Confirm VTuber will moon you. Yep, that's me, the VTuber who will moon you.
Its 3D printed helmet and custom-made garments are a glimpse into the future of commercial spaceware. But is there an actual need for cheaper spacesuits? Or is space exploration unavoidably expensive?
That's a tough question. A lot of people see the cost of space exploration and they say, hey, I don't want to pay that. I want that taxpayer money to go to feeding starving children instead. And to that, I say, fair. I think we should fix the problems we have on Earth right now, but it's not entirely binary. You know, we can do both at the same time. I think money invested in the space program has had amazing returns. Like freaking GPS satellites have been game-changing for all of humanity. I think space in general is just a worthwhile frontier. It's one of the last frontiers, you know, the final frontier. You gotta explore it.
Now they're asking for billionaire tax cuts.
Dogs. No, stop! That hurts me. Don't want to, please. I'm just no. I'm trying to get a man to the moon, and y'all are like, yeah, you know what? I think billionaires are being taxed too much. Yeah, you know, can we get a few mil from some few billionaires? They could buy us a spacesuit. That'd be nice.
I believe the world needs cheaper spacesuits because, in my opinion, it's inevitable that we will expand past the surface of the Earth.
I'm of the same opinion. I think it's inevitable that we explore space. It's just part of human nature. We are guaranteed to become a spacefaring nation, barring the fact that we don't kill ourselves. Essentially, as long as there's not conflict, humans will go around space. I think it's just a matter of time, really. So it's true. Like paving the way is important. And yeah, that's also the water. Oh, sorry. The oceans are also very unexplored.
We need to take advantage of the resources of space to keep our planet healthy and alive. So whether it's spacesuits or rocket technology or means of living in microgravity, all of these things I think are important for the future of humanity.
Yeah.
It's one small step for man, one giant cost for NASA.
Okay. It is a giant cost for NASA. That was cool. I like the price breakdown and like the current things that they were doing. I don't think they actually broke down the cost per individual subunit, but it was cool to kind of learn some of the politics and the pricing around it and like what Russia's doing and how much they've invested into it. Astro, hello. Hi, I'm doing well. Hello. Okay. Are you ready to see what? So apparently there's a new spacesuit that has been done, and this is from a year ago. Someone's made it. Apparently it's been done. And I'm curious to see how much they've done in 4 years. That's a 5-year-old video. This is the promo video, essentially, of a company who's theoretically solved it. So I want to hear that they're able to make the suit less than $1 million. That'd be amazing, you know? The issue about space and diving suits is that one is compressive strength while the other is tensile. That's true, but I'm sure you can get learnings from both. You know, I'm sure that both are interesting and exciting enough that you can get stuff out of it. You know, you'll be able to do cool things. How much do they tend to be? 15 million to 20 million a pop. So like, it's expensive. It's expensive. 250 for the whole fleet, okay, for all of them, for the research, okay? That includes research. That includes research costs. Yeah.
Only 12 people have ever walked on the moon, and they all did it within just 4 years of each other. Then, for the last 50 years, no one has gone back. But that is about to change. Soon, astronauts will return to the moon to prepare for people to live there long term and to get us ready to send the first humans to another planet.
I'm really hyped for Artemis. Artemis is the new NASA program where we're trying to send people to the moon and build a moon base. That's the whole goal. America as a country and the world has committed to making a moon base. It is currently ongoing. Many millions of dollars have already been poured into this. So it's the first step is, can we build a base on the moon? If so, can we then build a base on Mars? That's like the real question. So that's what we're trying.
But to do all of
that's why we need to bring back the 90% tax rate. Okay, that's a little much. I think people should get the money that they get spent on. There's an in-between between having a chill tax rate and a 90% one, all right? We're not doing communism here, okay?
that, they need to be able to survive outside in space and work for hours in one of the most dangerous conditions a human being will ever face.
Hello?
The problem is, our spacesuits for the moon haven't been updated in decades. But now, to make this next chapter in space possible, spacesuits are getting a major upgrade. These new suits...
Oh, I love this little animation thing. And also the coloring's good. The coloring for this one is way better than the coloring they got before. And also, I want you to chat, when you're watching this, and when you watch YouTube videos like this, just keep in mind that the people who are making these videos likely got paid by the companies very handsomely to film this. So the company is probably telling the YouTuber only things that they think are good and paying them very well to do coverage. So just it is partially a promotional piece. So you have your gotcha hats on.
It will give astronauts the superpower to do more.
It makes me think of Portal 2.
And I am one of the first civilians to put one on. In this video, we're taking you behind the scenes to show you how they're designing, building, and testing NASA's new spacesuits. I'm gonna put myself and this suit to the test to give you a sneak peek into what it looks like, what it feels like, and how it might change what humanity can do in space.
I like the shoes. And yeah, it's super freaking heavy. They need someone to help lift her up. I think this is external power and water circulation. I don't know what this line is. Unsure. But there is a battery on here. I don't know what the quasi-moon is. Could you give me a brief summary of what it is? Oh, taxes only happen that way when you make over a certain amount. I see what you're saying. Like a super high tax rate once you pass like $1 million or whatnot. I don't know. I could see use for that.
Ignition sequence start. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. Altitude 1600.
Also, congrats, Bluff, for the emotes.
One giant step for huge if true.
I love this series. Oh, let me post the YouTube video as well. Let me hide this for a sec, if anyone wants it. Here we go.
Are you ready to go see a spacesuit?
I have never been more ready for anything in my whole life. Like, this is the episode that is most what 10-year-old Cleo would have desperately wanted to be doing now.
The stuff we get to do for this show is just ridiculous.
Today we're at Axiom Space.
Chat, if I could quit my physics research job, that's what I would do. If I did end up quitting physics research, I would do this. I would travel around to different places and film my face and go into different places. Honestly, dream job. Super cool that she's able to do it. I like her because of how positive and excited she is for science. It can be very easy to get bogged down by both bureaucracy and both the sheer difficulty it is to innovate. Innovation is hard, okay? And people get jaded and sad. So to have someone who's inherently curious and then still go around, I think that makes for a great protagonist, a great person for the video, and a great person to communicate this sort of stuff. So I have very high praise for them.
The company that NASA selected to build the Artemis III spacesuit.
Hi, Cleo. So nice to meet you.
This is a big deal. It's the first time that NASA has outsourced the production of their suits to replace the legendary but now aging and outdated suits that they have. That's where Axiom comes in. These new suits that they're building will be used for NASA's upcoming Artemis III mission. Here's the plan. In 2026, 4 astronauts will leave Earth on one of the most powerful rockets ever made and take the several-day journey to the moon.
I love that animation. What
to the moon?
Okay. Do you see how it's going around? This is an actual flight path to the moon. There's so much complexity in this image that that is like briefed over that I don't think most people would see at a glance. They are launching the southernmost point that the United States owns, which is in Florida, because the closer you get to the equator, the more centrifugal spin there is. So the closer you get to the equator, the more movement you get horizontally from the Earth's rotation. So the Earth is spinning, right? And if you go really out all the way at the equator, you'll get slingshotted in a certain direction. That's why it's moving this way. That's why there's it's going along Earth's spin axis. It's going along the spin axis so that it can fly out faster. It's using Earth's rotation to catapult itself. Isn't that crazy? Right? Yeah. Cape Canaveral. Yes, correct.
When they arrive, 2 of them will descend to the surface and spend 6.5 days there, which is twice as long as anyone has ever spent on the moon, and the first time that humans will have been back since 1972. And they'll be the first humans to explore this region near the lunar South Pole, where they hope to find resources like water and metals.
The region at the lunar South Pole, did you see that? That's the crater. That's the crater. That's the #1 spot for a moon base. They're investigating to see if they can set it up there because that's the best spot. It's literally the #1 spot. I do hope that they take photos of people's shoes. Do you think they'll find like Neil Armstrong's shoe print and then like take a take a photo of it? That'd be cool.
Back since 1972. And they'll be the first humans to explore this region near the lunar South Pole, where they hope to find resources like water and metals, which are crucial for living on the moon and getting to Mars. To do all of that, these astronauts need to be able to stay outside on the lunar surface longer than ever before. They need new kinds of protection against extreme heat and extreme cold. No one has ever spent so long in areas that never get any sunlight. They need more flexibility and even more range of motion to do their job. And they need suits that fit more kinds of people.
So cute.
For this big, ambitious mission and for the future of space travel, astronauts need the next generation of spacesuits.
That's cool.
So this is our prototype spacesuit that we use here at Axiom Space, and this is our suit test lab. So this is the lab where we do a lot of our testing.
But I have a really long day tomorrow and need to go to bed. Will this get uploaded to the VOD channel?
I will make sure it gets uploaded to the VOD channel. I'll make sure it gets uploaded tonight, okay? Don't worry. I'll upload it. I'll put in the ping too. You can be in the if you're in the Discord server, you'll see it get posted when it does here. I'll ping it. Yeah. I'll ping it. Take care. Good night.
It is almost done, but they're still testing and updating this prototype. The lives of astronauts depend on the people, technology, and work being done in this room.
That's the purpose of the spacesuit, right? We want to go into space. We want to go to explore wherever it is, low Earth orbit or the surface of the moon. And the spacesuit is there to enable you to do that. That's its job.
One of my big questions that I've always had is, if I were to snap my fingers and instantaneously be in space, in the vacuum of space, how would I die?
You would explode. 100%. If you teleport to space right now, the air inside your lungs would expand rapidly and you would blow up. Also, your blood would boil from the inside because of the pressure differential. Because the boiling point is governed by PivNert. I don't know what the law is called, but pressure, volume. I know what the formula is. Is that weird of me? But anyway, because the pressures are so low, your blood will instantly boil and then burst all your vessels. So you would explode from the inside out. Hell yeah! Don't teleport to space, y'all. Let's see what he says. Do you think I'm right? I think I'm right.
So this is a controversy in the community, actually.
Controversy?
There are a dozen things that are gonna kill you. The controversy is what order they're gonna kill you in.
The explosion!
Most sci-fi gets this wrong. You probably wouldn't immediately freeze or explode. If you snapped your fingers and you were in space right now, your first problem is gonna be there's no atmosphere, meaning no oxygen, but also meaning no pressure keeping you together like on Earth. So the pressure difference between inside and outside of your body would immediately cause all of the air to just rush on out of you. Imagine a balloon. But don't hold your breath, because then your lungs might... Then in about 15 seconds, your brain would stop getting the leftover oxygen in your blood, so you'd black out, which is probably good because your body would be swelling up, since the lower pressure would then start to lower the boiling point of the water inside of your blood and your tissues, turning it into vapor inside of you. Though you likely wouldn't explode because your skin is super stretchy. Your next problem...
Oh, I wouldn't explode because the skin is super stretchy. Okay, the lungs do get all the air out, but like, your skin is actually stretchy enough to not make you combust. You just turn into a balloon. Okay, that's horrifying.
Is temperature. Because there's no atmosphere, there's no ambient temperature around you. But if you were in the sun, the light would make that side of your body heat up to potentially 150 degrees Celsius. While simultaneously,
I didn't even think about the sun.
Other side of your body would be slowly freezing down to negative 150 degrees.
I didn't even think about the sun.
And if somehow you survived that, you'd be getting so blasted by radiation that it would probably poison you and give you cancer. And you might eventually get shredded to bits by flying objects going faster than bullets. But if you got rescued before about 90 seconds, you might actually survive.
What?
After that, though. So, spacesuits are really important.
Does that mean I can teleport to space for 30 seconds and teleport back down and I could survive? Huh. Teleportation as a superpower suddenly got a lot better. Wait, that teleportation as a superpower is way better now. Because now I can teleport my enemies up to space and then I can instantly throw them in there and then go back down and I won't instantly die. Survive, not necessarily in the best of health though. That's true.
The first step to putting on a spacesuit is to basically sign your life away and get a bunch of medical tests.
This is a medical history that says that I'm fit to be inside a spacesuit. Probably.
The reason I need these tests is that they're going to fully
right.
pressurize the suit around me, which protects astronauts from dying, but can have dangerous consequences if you have certain medical conditions.
Perfect. Say, I want you to close your eyes really tight and don't let me open up. Chicken wings?
Okay. This, I feel, there's a controversy around these medical tests. So, you know as well as I do, everyone wants to be an astronaut. Everyone wants to be an astronaut. And not only astronauts, pilots as well have these sort of stringent requirements. Everyone wants to be a pilot as well. And so what happens is you are subject to extremely extensive medical testing to make sure that you are fit for your role. But what actually ends up happening is that the people who are doing these tests avoid talking about their health problems. They actually will actively hide if they have any health problems in order to ensure that they can be an astronaut or a pilot or in whatever program that they're in. It's a huge problem in military flights, huge problem civilian ones, and a problem with astronauts too. And not only that, mental health issues completely disbar you from becoming an astronaut. So you've ever gotten therapy and been to a therapist or a psychologist and they've diagnosed you with anything, you cannot become an astronaut. Hands down, you are not allowed to. What that ends up meaning is a lot of people who need mental health support will actively avoid it because they don't want to get diagnosed. It is a huge deal. It's kind of controversial. The FAA has it. They've been really bad with it recently, but also within the astronaut program as well. So there's some trade-offs here. They kind of brush over it, but that is a big deal right now. And so these investigators or these medical professionals are trying to see if you have any issues, and if you do have any issues, they disqualify you, right? Like that's the whole
Not
thing.
even couples therapy.
Who knows? You might have to appeal it. I mean, couples therapy might indicate that you have an unstable home life, and then they don't want to select you. The thing is, why would they pick you over someone who doesn't have that issue? You know, there's millions of candidates. Literally, there's millions of people who want to be an astronaut. Yeah.
Don't let me press down. Don't let me pull up. Perfect.
One thing I realized as I was prepping to get in the suit is that we've got to stop thinking about spacesuits as clothing. These are not clothes, not even really high-tech clothes. This is a one-person, human-shaped spacecraft. But not all spacesuits are the same. There are a few big buckets you should know.
One is what's called launch and entry suits, and the other one is what I would call EVA suits, or extravehicular activity suits. And
this is what we're looking at. We're looking at EVA suits, which are the ones where you wear on a planet. This is your mini spacesuit, your mini spacecraft. The other ones are you just wear during the launch and reentry.
Suit that we're working on here. Launch and entry are those orange space shuttle suits. They're the white and black suits that SpaceX uses. They're essentially high altitude suits such that if your vehicle experiences a problem and loses its ability to control
they give gravity
vehicle, those suits become an atmosphere for you and allow you to at least re-enter to get back to Earth safely.
Spacesuits began in this launch and entry bucket.
So when you go back and look at the Mercury program, really what they
look
were
at that
doing
guy.
was
Look how so much
high-altitude
shiny
suits
he
that
is.
protected you in case you're
I gotta go see the Mercury shuttle, by the way. The ship. It was really cool to see.
Your cabin lost pressure or something like that. It's kind of like being on an airplane. They tell you hey, with your mask will come down if we lose air pressure, and that's to give you oxygen. The difference with spaceflight is you're so high. Not only do you need oxygen, you also need a suit to keep the pressure on your body, right?
But as humans did more in space.
Is that who I think it is? It is. Thank you for the follow, Deja. How are you? We're just looking at how to build spacesuits right now and the latest spacesuits because honestly, I was jealous that you had amazing meet and greets with people at TwitchCon. And now I want my own meet and greet, but I need to contain my anime pro tag goodness. So I'm going to stuff myself in a spacesuit. That's what we're doing right now. Hello, welcome in. What's your opinion on Hidden Figures? I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to watch it. I think it looks like a really good movie. So yeah. Ads in 15 seconds? Oh no, not the ads. Not the ads.
space, we needed suits that could do more too. The kind of extravehicular activity suit that NASA uses is called the
Extravehicular Mobility Unit, or the EMU.
Mobility
Those are ones where you're outside, extravehicular, right? You're on the surface of the moon, or you're floating.
Didn't TwitchCon ban masks? Okay, I'll address this a little bit. Their security asked you to take out your mask every single time you entered. It was actually very annoying. You could wear a mask inside the con, but you couldn't while going through security. They forced you to take off your mask in front of everyone right then and there. Very not fun, you know? Please make ads hourly. I loathe the frequency of the ads. I'm trying to make them less. I'll check with my mods afterwards so that I can. But I will fix it after the stream, okay? I'll fix it for tomorrow. And thank you for the sub. I think it was Melody at least. Oh, thank you. W Gifter.
Those suits are the ones that let you go out and explore into space.
Some EMUs allow astronauts to walk on the surface, like this, and some are just for zero gravity, spacewalks, like this. But until now, an EMU has been basically impossible to fix in space, which is a problem if we want to live there.
That suit was originally designed for these 14-day missions of flying up, coming down, being...
Ready, thank you for the gift subs. And if you did get a gift sub, just refresh the page and you'll be able to get rid of it. Oh, that's very sweet of you.
Being refurbished, flying up, coming down, being refurbished. This is different than that. We've designed this suit from the ground up, from the very beginning, to be maintained on orbit or on mission. It's much more sustainable.
Maintained?
Helping spaceflight costs.
Really? Okay. I'm kind of a doubter. I feel like that's a really big claim for them to say that they can fix spacesuits in flight. But then again, I don't know. NASA did recently send up a 3D printer into the International Space Station, and it's changed how the space station works because now parts can be printed at the space station instead of getting things sent back and forth. So that is true. That could be like a really cool thing. We'll see.
Come down over time so that more people can access space.
The goal is to bring down the cost of getting the suits to space, and also the cost of the spacesuits themselves. The NASA suits from the 1970s were each reported to cost about $150 million.
The price keeps increasing! Chat, when we first look at the spacesuit, it was $25 million back in the day. And then when we looked at the YouTube video we watched before, it was $100 million 5 years ago. That was before COVID. We didn't account for COVID inflation. So now it's $150 million. Oh my God. It's so much money. I don't think we could subathon for this one. Well, let's see. We're never going to be able to afford a spacesuit. Shit, I need to start buying blocks of gold to protect against inflation, I guess. Holy moly. I don't think I need a black. The next time, if I ever get a black credit card, this is what I'm spending it on. I'm just buying the full suit.
Million in today's dollars. NASA gave Axiom $228 million for the development of the new model, but the plan is to reduce the cost per suit.
Wait. Let me see that contract again. Awarded to. Okay. So NASA was granted $1.2 billion to do new spacesuit development. I guess they gave $228 million to this company to do research. Damn. There's a reason why doing government contracts is very lucrative, because you get huge payouts like this, like massive things. Make for the rich pay for it instead. I do believe that people should decide where their money goes for the most part. I think like if they get taxed fairly, and yes, then we can allocate tax dollars to this. Yeah, but it is a worthwhile endeavor.
For the development of the new model, but the plan is to reduce the cost per suit as they make more of them. The future of space travel needs suits that are cheaper to make and cheaper to use.
It sounds like this moment reflects a major transition in the way that we're thinking about humans in space at all.
Absolutely.
That's why this new suit is so huge.
You know, I understand now why NASA has strict astronaut height requirements and size requirements. If you don't fit into a $150 million suit, they're not going to make you a new one. There's like literally just 4 of them. So it's like, hey, one of the interview questions is literally probably like, hey, can you fit in this one of 4 spacesuits we currently have? If not, get out of here. Yeah, that's probably why. Oh, man.
Huge if true. It's part of this big change in what humans can do in space. So now, it's time to put this new suit to the test.
Now I get to go put on my cooling pajamas before I get in the suit.
The cooling pajamas that astronauts...
Okay, I've been looking at these. This is unironically, we're gonna need one of these. This is a cooling suit. It goes underneath the main spacesuit so that it can keep the human body cool. And I'm gonna need this for the freaking con, okay? I'm gonna have to custom make one of these so that when I wear the spacesuit, I don't die inside. If it's 80 degrees outside and I'm generating a ton of body heat inside, I'm actually going to melt. So I need to make one of these. But I think it's really doable. All it is like plastic tubing that's sewn into the cloth, and there's a pump that's going around doing water cooling. So I think it's very doable. You know, I think it's doable. Ooh. I could make this. Hoaxroar. Oh, and guys, Hide, I'm sorry I'm butchering your names. Thank you for the follows. Welcome to the space station. Hello, hello. We're currently looking how to build our own spacesuit. Right now the costs are kind of infeasible, but it's fine. It's fine. Maybe one of you is a Saudi prince and will give us a cool 150 mil. So we'll see.
Astronauts wear look like.
Can you sew? I mean, I can learn. All right, I can for a spacesuit. Hell yeah, I'll learn how to sew.
This. They're technically called liquid cooling garments. You wear these under the suit, and water runs through these tubes to make sure that you don't get too hot.
Yep. Oh, also, you see how the tube, here's another cool thing about these, because I did do some coolant research before. The tubes themselves, or not, I didn't do it. I talked to someone who did do them for these astronaut suits. These tubes don't actually need to be that dense. You see how they're like covering the whole body? The tube only covers certain parts. Like it's not super big coverage. It's not a bunch of tiny ones. The reason is, as long as you cool major blood vessels, the blood actually has its own cooling system. Turns out the human body will cool the rest for you. So like as long as you like cool the major areas like above the head, like back of the neck, like your crotch area essentially, like your blood will circulate that cool blood to the rest of your body, and it helps temperature regulation. So it's actually not that bad, which is nice, you know? It's nice that the human body does something right for once. It doesn't do a lot of things right.
You wear these under the suit, and water runs through these tubes to make sure that you don't get too hot.
So this is the answer to the question of how do astronauts go to the bathroom?
Don't look away, chat. Look away. I go to... Don't worry about me.
They use a diaper, and they don't call it a diaper. They call it a MAG, a maximum absorbency garment. And then this, and then I'm ready. Okay. Awesome. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Go away.
Boom, boom, boom. Wow.
Let's do this thing. Put me to work.
Intro.
I'm technically
honestly, the
cooling
suit looks pretty good.
I wanted to say I've never been more ready for anything in my life, but I am also really nervous.
Oh, the hat. Oh, she's not wearing... Usually there's a coolant hat as well. The head needs to be cooled as well. Okay, can you guys not me? Please, please. I'm not wearing a mag right now. Oh, also a side tangent. I'm just going to do a side tangent here. An astronaut drove 8 hours straight. An astronaut drove 8 hours straight wearing this mag so that they could save time during their drive to go kill their husband who was cheating on them. By the way, if you didn't know, there was a rogue astronaut who stole a bunch of mags so that they could wear and piss in the car while they drove to kill their husband. Yeah, real story. Real story. Yep. So hey, they've been proven both on Earth and in space. Yeah, I can use it for murder. No. And they say they didn't need therapy. Yes. As you can tell, mental health issues in the astronaut community are actually a real thing. Weird, right? Yeah, rogue astronaut. Here, you know what? I can pull it up, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Astronaut murder.
If you've ever been in jail.
From space to jail, NASA's craziest story. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to. Do we really want to go through this whole thing right now? Nah, we're getting lost in the sauce. We'll never finish our space stuff if we tangent this hard. We can watch this later. We can watch it later.
Yes.
No. We can go back to it another time. Maybe after this one.
And hey, Cleo, scratch your face before you get in.
Oh, I was gonna ask, how do you deal with being itchy?
Use the neck ring and the Valsalva, but like sometimes you're like, I can't get to it.
Oh, that sucks. You can't scratch your face in space, by the way. If you're in space and you're in the suit, sucks to suck. That is awful. It would actually become an obsession. The fact that I couldn't scratch my face would make me want to scratch my face so bad.
Those were two of my big questions. How do you pee and how do you itch? And it seems like the answer is...
You deal with
not
it.
Great. That's an amazing face.
Those were two of my big questions. How do you pee and how do you itch? And it seems like the answer is...
You deal with it.
This is when anyone asks me from now on, hey Karbon, how do you pee or how do you scratch your face when you're wearing your helmet? My answer, I'm giving this is the face.
All right, boss.
Meditation. Oh gosh.
If you're uncomfortable at any point, just say so. We can.
Oh, they climb through the top. Nice. Also, Miri, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're hooking up my cooling. I'm starting to feel it cooling my lower legs.
Oh,
now,
nice.
Now my upper legs. Now I'm feeling it in my top as well. Huh, wow, I feel cooler.
So at this point, you're clear to drop into the suit.
Drop in. This is cool though.
This suit is just a marvel of human engineering. It represents decades of achievements, not just in
There's a lock
spaceflight,
too.
but in manufacturing and design and chemistry and textile science and
There are so many interlocking components. That's crazy. Do you see how many layers there were?
dynamics and so much more. It's the next step in our interplanetary future.
Her joints move
Now
really
it's
well.
the big moment.
Actually, it's surprising. Oh. By the way, this is completely waterproof. She can go underwater like this. Like now that this is sealed, she can go underwater. I hope that they do that. That'd be a cool ass shot.
As the helmet went on, there was this moment where I just felt calm. I closed my eyes and I imagined being an astronaut.
I would be thinking, don't piss your pants, don't piss your pants, don't piss your pants. This is me meditating my nose itch away. Of course, though, when someone asks me what I'm thinking, I'm gonna say it's profound. I'm gonna say it's so profound.
As cool as I thought it would when I was a kid. I can't believe I'm inside a spacesuit right now, and it's everything that I ever imagined. Can you hear me now?
That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, testing. I don't know how to describe this. It doesn't feel mechanical, it doesn't feel like fabric, it doesn't feel like a big coat. It's like wearing
Is this pressurized already?
an Iron Man
I wonder.
suit. It feels like a spacesuit. It feels like you imagine a spacesuit feels. I don't know how else to describe it. The thing that's becoming really clear to me right now is that spacesuits are not clothes. This is much more like a human-shaped spacecraft.
Yes, it is. It's a human-shaped spacecraft. Yeah, your life depends on this. It has that reliability and that robustness built into it to protect you from all these things that could harm you.
Okay, so here's how this spacesuit stops you from dying in space.
First and foremost, the suit
we get the
provides you an
breakdown.
atmosphere.
Hell yeah.
It provides you oxygen that you can breathe and pressure that your body can operate in.
The oxygen that I'm breathing right now comes from tubes running into the suit from this machine. But in the final suit, all of the oxygen and carbon dioxide being breathed in and out will be processed inside a big backpack, the primary life support system. As they're pumping oxygen into the suit with this machine, the pressure inside the
thing is, for our astronaut, we do have a backpack behind us, so we can put water cooling in it. I think when we do make our suit, we will have water cooling in here. Would it be heavy? Holy moly, would it be heavy? I'm pretty sure this is 300 pounds. If you look, you see how she's being held up by a pulley system here? I think they take it off later. She'll have to be lifted by like 3 people. I I don't think they're made for walking at Earth gravity.
Suit for me is increasing, and that new higher pressure will be contained by the inner bladder layer. There are lots of layers to a spacesuit, but you can think of them in 3 major sections. Before I got into the suit, we got to see each of them being made.
So what we have here is that bladder layer, right? So this is the layer of the glove that actually holds.
Noct, hello, welcome in. Yeah, we're doing spacesuit research right now. Welcome. Time for you to work out more. Hello? You think I'm gonna wear a 300-pound weighted suit and I'm gonna be fine? Damn. I didn't know you thought that I was that jacked. Shit. Also, Circuit, hello. Welcome in, Circuit. You know, Circuit is a big guy. I think he would have to. Maybe he could lift me.
The pressure.
Hi,
if
how
you
are
want to
you?
know what these feel like, go find a pair of dishwashing gloves. It's basically similar, except with a really fancy proprietary material.
I don't feel like I want to wear dishwashing gloves for 8 hours, but sure, I guess. Boca, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the space station. We're doing spacesuit research. We're doing spacesuit research.
Then, on top of the bladder layer, there's a restraint layer that stops the whole thing from inflating like a balloon because of the pressure. And this restraint
So there's one that's not flexible, and then there's an inflation. Because these do have to be pressurized. If you're not pressurizing this, the person inside will explode due to the pressure difference.
layer also defines how the suit can move.
It would get so sweaty. It wouldn't get sweaty because remember, you're wearing the water-cooled suit. So you're not, maybe you get a little sweaty in your hands, but they're still cooling around your whole body. So you're not overheating. The temperature is not uncomfortable, which is nice. And also, if you puncture any part of the water cooling, you'll drown from the inside out. But like, we don't worry about that. You know, we just hope that everything's made correctly. Oh, Senna, you found me on TikTok? Hello, welcome in. I'm really excited. I'm going to make a bunch more TikToks. So thank you for coming. Hi, hello. What would the fabric feel like? It's just regular cloth fabric that has tubing in between. And so the tubing presses up to you, and there's cool water in the tubing.
Need to practice how to move in a spacesuit with a model like this.
This is what we call our 1G analog suit, or you can just think of it as a training suit. This is what the astronauts will wear when they're doing geologic training out in the, say, the desert somewhere. We use this to train them on what motions they can and can't do with tools. And so we have a variety of different joints and mobility elements.
Imagine wearing a metal diaper like this in the Nevada desert to train to be an astronaut. Oh my gosh. If I was your friend or family, I would totally get a ton of videos of this and I would use it to bully you later. You probably look like a freaking idiot. It'd be so funny and also super hard. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. But that's part of the thing. Astronauts do so much training before they launch. Like there's a bunch of special facilities just to train them.
That kind of teach the astronauts.
So if you think about how your shoulder moves, it doesn't only move that way. That's one way you could lift your arm. So astronauts have to learn, lift your arm this way.
Oh, thank you,
like
Zena.
It was wild to actually feel that inside the suit.
Oh, that's very interesting. I can already
Look at the
feel
arm movements.
that my arms move in these very specific ways.
They're only allowed certain movement patterns because the suit has to be rigid. So you have to build in joints. That's crazy, right? Oh, ads. I'll wait for a sec for ads. I'll wait till y'all are back from ads. I'll give you a moment. Why? Oh, why does the suit have to be rigid? Because it's pressurized and there's like metal components. Like the chest, for example, is almost all made of metal. And so, or rigid like aluminum of some kind. Meaning you can't just bend like you do with your clothes. If you have a rigid suit underneath, you need to design specific joint points. And you can't make the whole thing rigid, otherwise it would lose its shape, essentially. Yeah, it's a good question, though. All right, how are the ads, people? Are they back? Ads don't start for 40 seconds? Oh, okay. Wouldn't the fixed movements protect from punctures, too? Yes, that's true. Punctures is a huge concern. A lot of this stuff is like pseudo-armored. Like you see how the hands in this in the gloves here, they have like this lining here. I'm sure it's some chemical lining that makes it so that it's harder to puncture. Because a puncture would be really bad. Oh my god, that's probably the worst failure for the suits. And all these are tested by like stabbing and poking all different parts of the fabric to make sure that it can withstand it, you know? you know? So it's like a corset, but 99% of your body. You know what? That's a good analogy. It's like wearing corset. Yeah.
I feel like I could
Okay, I think
do
we're
anything
ready.
I want with my arms, but I would have to follow a specific path to get there.
Would
That's
it
the motion
break?
that I-
Would it break if you moved in a way you weren't supposed to? No. You just wouldn't be able to move in that way. If you try to move in a way that you couldn't, the suit just wouldn't let you. You would just not be able to bend that direction. Yeah. The idea of being in space is too scary to me, admittedly. I love some stuff, but I always try to watch planetary alignments and meteor showers. But floating in space, yeah, you know, the void of space is scary. And it's just like, it's like being in a plane, you know, like you're completely not in control here. But even worse, because now you're entirely alone. Yeah, crazy.
I can do right now.
But as they add pressure, like they would
So
on the
hello,
moon, it
welcome
gets
in.
harder to move.
How's
And
the
it
room?
feels a little
Hi.
weird, too.
What's happening right now is they're very, very slowly pressurizing the suit. So I'm feeling a little bit of weirdness in my ears.
Are your ears gonna pop?
The resistance changes as the pressure increases.
Spacesuits
Well,
get
the suit's
pressurized
getting
to
a little-
4.3 psi, or pounds per square inch. The pressure
Thanks,
that you'd
not
normally feel.
Judicator, for the tier amount sub.
Huh? Hello? Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, thank you, Light. I appreciate it. Oh, I didn't even get the gift message. Light, can you tell me when it's done? Is it done? I don't know. Twitch ads are so obtrusive. Nah, I'll fix my ad schedule after this. It used to not be as much of a problem, but I think Twitch increased it recently and made it super annoying. Almost done? Okay, I'll give it a little bit longer. How are you, chat? How are you doing? I am really excited to be back to streaming. I took a big break, so this will be fun to do. And then I'm really excited to do the Saturday stream where we do the TwitchCon recap. And I'm also really hyped to do more more horror gaming. I think Dead Space will be really fun.
Carbon 24 rave.
Thank you, Noct. Thank you, Noct Judicator. Thank you for the resub. Wow, for the 2 months. 2 months. 3 months, I think you get a new color. Wait, you already get a new color at 2 months. Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
At sea level is 14.7 psi. So getting pressurized an extra 4.3 psi feels like diving to the bottom of a pool. Just enough where you need to pop your ears.
You can experience this yourself right now if you're watching this by holding your nose and blowing through it. That feeling in your ears is what I'm feeling right now. The way that I clear my ears, since I obviously can't hold my nose, is I go like this.
This is the grossest, silliest astronaut helmet thing. Hello? In order to clear your ears, there are literally specially designed nose coverings for you to cover your nose, close your mouth, and blow into it. Are you... Okay, this is hilarious. This is actually... Well, wow.
Works great. I'm at 2.5 right now. We're going up to 4.3. And you can tell that my hands are getting...
Oh, a way to itch the nose. Wait, you can scratch your nose. You're right! Except you're spreading your nose boogers all over your face. Just by the way, that's you're spreading your nose boogers all over your face if you do that. Space, yes, DX, DZ, hello, welcome in. Welcome in, how are you? Ooh.
Stiffer. The suit
and thank you for the follow.
Is starting to feel a little bit different. But I can still do some things. I am feeling okay.
Another thing for you to just think about while you're sitting right there is on a real EVA day, an astronaut will be doing this right here for about 13 hours. So you're in there for the next 13 hours. It's a challenging job.
13 hours. I'm wearing a diaper and
She's wearing a diaper and can't scratch her face, and it's a 13-hour job. Crazy. You know, astronauts get paid like $150K a year, right? Like, if you're a software engineer, you make more than an astronaut. And you get to sit at home. Damn.
can't scratch my face.
So, together, the bladder layer and the restraint layer contain the atmosphere that you need and define how you can move. The final insulation layer helps protect you from all of these. That's the black outer layer.
I don't know how it protects you from temperature. Is it? It's not reflective. Because it's black, isn't it absorbing it? I don't know. We'll see. No freaking way astronauts have the hazard pay way higher than IT guys. I don't think so. Astronauts actually don't get paid that much. You would think, but it's just because it's a supply and demand thing where there's so much people want to be astronauts.
Be a remote software engineer and do astronaut work.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get sent to space, right? The Major, hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, welcome in. Hello? You saw me at the con? Which... Wait, hold on. I don't recognize the username. Let me stalk. I'm stalking right now. I'm looking. I'm checking. I recognize your face. Let's see. What do you do? IRL streaming. Okay. Your thoughts on TwitchCon? You release. Okay, message me where we met so that I remember in its entirety. I did see a lot of cool people, but thank you for stopping by. Hi. Yeah, we're currently doing spacesuit research. Speed dated. Oh, I did do speed dating. I did a speed dating for partners. That was really cool. Yeah, I need to go follow everyone on that. I haven't gone through it yet. I met a lawyer there too. It's pretty cool.
One thing you might be wondering is why is it black and not the iconic white? The answer is because this is just a prototype. On the moon, it'll be white like this. And you might have heard that.
Also, they're sniffing you because they sniff the new chatters. Their chat is being like, hello, welcome in, and they sniff you. They sniff your butt. Just, it's fine. It's friendly.
Prada is helping with pieces of the final design. But the color isn't just stylistic. They have to use white because they want to reflect as much light as possible to keep
right?
cool.
This is literally why I was like, why is this black? If it's black, it absorbs the sunlight. I don't understand why you wouldn't use white. White is such a better color here in space. Unsure. Also, Shadow Wolf. Hello, welcome in.
This outer layer also protects astronauts from certain kinds of dangerous radiation and against cuts and punctures from dust and debris. They're still testing exactly what fabric to use to do all of that. And before I got into the suit,
is black really stylistic choice?
Here we've got one of our cutting tables, and so one of the things people may not realize is that this spacesuit is this 3-dimensional thing, but it starts out as a 2-dimensional shape.
Oh, are they like 3D printing it?
Handmade versus like done by a larger machine.
So it's mostly handmade. There are some things that we've automated.
Okay, out of all the things to sew together, sewing a spacesuit is pretty freaking cool.
Through machines, the cutting process is now automated. But in some cases, you're turning these machines by hand very slowly because of the precision that we need in the stitching. A lot of inspection, a lot of quality control on it so that we know that whatever we're building is going to be safe.
I'm a little bit surprised that it's so handmade. That precision is human precision as opposed to computer precision.
That's right, yeah. And some of that comes from, we don't make millions of...
I don't think there's enough robots, or the robotic precision is that much better than humans. And humans are actually pretty good at stuff, especially like getting a robot to ambidextrously manipulate fabric. I think a robot like that would cost like so much money when you could literally get someone who knows how to sew to do it, So I get why it's human made. I'm not surprised that it's human made, to be honest.
Spacesuits. So you would bring in that automation when you talk about a high production environment, but for us, we're not making those kinds of volumes, and so it's not.
Oh yeah, so
really
there's not that many
right now.
I got to talk to one of the people actually hand sewing these prototype suits.
Sewing a spacesuit is a very unique job, even within the world of sewing.
We're getting to talk to someone who sews it.
Very precise. So this crew of people, they're the ones that are making sure the suit keeps on alive, basically.
As I was in the suit, I could feel the craftsmanship that they put into it. It's an incredible piece of technology, from the top all the way to the bottom. One new aspect of this suit is how well this outer layer insulates your feet.
These boots have some unique proprietary features in them that essentially insulate your foot from the...
They say proprietary because they're like, ooh, this is our fancy competitive edge, but I'm sure it's something super simple.
Surface in the moon, because the surface will be very, very cold. In permanently shaded regions of the moon that haven't seen sun, it's going to be very, very cold.
Another feature of these suits is that they're designed to fit a wide range of body types, which is crucial for sending more people to space. They're supposed to cover 90% of men and women in the United States.
That's pretty good. Hey, 90%? I'm probably in that 90%, right? Are there height requirements? Are the torso adjustable?
This is unlike previous Apollo suits that were custom designed to fit each astronaut, which
Oh, that's bad. In the Apollo era suits that we use today, they were custom designed for astronauts who most of which are no longer alive, but the spacesuits are still in use. Oh, okay. Today I learned.
Which is very expensive and also limiting. To fix this, Axiom uses a small, medium, and a large base option, and then they swap out and tailor additional pieces for the person inside. In the days leading up to this shoot, I had to send my measurements, not just my height and my weight, but also my chest breadth and my inter-wrist measurement and my crotch height. They assembled this suit for me. This kind of modular suit design will open the door to space to so many more people.
This suit is incredible.
I like the
Every little
modular
bit is
design.
pushing modern technology to the max. It's a spacecraft made as small and flexible and human-shaped as possible to make it easier to collect samples and do research and traverse the lunar surface. And now, I'm gonna get to show you a tiny taste of some of those tasks, if I can.
It's tricky.
Do you see how much tension is here? There's a crane overhead lifting the weight off of her. I wonder if they'll let it go and see if will she just crumple to the floor? I have no idea.
Oh, I really don't want to fall down in your spacesuit.
They're about to put me through 4
If you fell down, I'd feel so bad. Could you imagine falling down and cracking $1 million spacesuit? Oh. Whew.
challenges to see if I have what it takes to even try to be an astronaut. I'm doing this on Earth, which has 6 times the gravity astronauts will experience on the moon. Axiom wouldn't share exactly how much this prototype suit weighs, but it felt like I could stand in it for maybe 5 minutes without help, and the weight is distributed all around my body, so I would...
She could stand in it? I don't believe that. And they're saying they won't tell her how much it weighs. 5 minutes? That's a literal crane over her head. I don't believe she could stand in it for 1 second. Okay.
Guess that it's somewhere between 150 to 200 pounds on Earth.
I could wear a 200 pound suit. 5 minutes? Damn, she built. She said, yeah, I could stand in it for 5 minutes. And then she tells me 150 to 200 pounds. Okay, girl. Damn.
On the moon, it will feel much lighter, though it'll be way harder to use for other reasons. So to get a more realistic sense of its moon weight, they're using...
Wait. Where was that? Where's that?
That it's somewhere between 150 to 200 pounds.
She's standing. Oh my God. She can stand in it. That's crazy. Okay. She's actually built. Okay. 200 pounds. I guess it's spread out enough. Like it's well distributed, the weight. Like there are people like making sure that she's okay, but she's bearing the full weight here. Damn. Damn, I better hit the gym. Gotta get lifting.
On Earth. On the moon, it will feel much lighter, though it'll be way harder to use for other reasons. So to get a more realistic sense of its moon weight, they're using pulleys to help lift me up.
I both feel very serious, like this is one of the greatest honors of my life. I also feel quite silly.
All right, challenge number 1, collect a sample.
This is gonna be a challenge because those gloves are very long.
Okay, so just to be very clear, this is not indicative of what an astronaut will be able to do in space. Partly because I'm gonna stink at this, and partly because these gloves are both prototypes and quite large.
Is she trying to collect a rock?
A chisel and a hammer.
I can do it, I can do it, I can do it.
Look at this space hammer. What the hell is this space hammer design?
I can do it.
The goal here is to simulate the process of breaking off and collecting lunar rock samples.
Okay, so now I've broken off a piece.
The next part of this challenge was to collect my sample using only the tools.
It's a poop scooper. Let's go.
Okay.
She's struggling so much.
This was a lot harder than it looked.
I got it.
That is so funny. I think it's just because your finger dexterity is so limited and you can't move the joints the way you want to. Also, she's gone through none of the training, right? Like if you were a real astronaut, you'd be doing this for hours every day before the launch, you know? I feel like the crotch area would be so uncomfortable. And you're wearing a diaper too. Let's not forget that.
Oh, my arm.
And you're wearing it for 12, 13 hours for a day. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? You have to be moving around in your own piss and doo-doo for 13 hours. Oh gosh. I'd cry.
Aha.
Joey, hello. Thank you for the follow.
I got it.
Oh, she's getting in the bag.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I feel like an extremely technologically sophisticated squirrel. One small step for mankind. One giant step for huge if true.
Just use the restroom before. Yeah, let me hold my bladder for 13 hours straight. You know, definitely I don't need to pee for 13 hours. I don't know about you, but I do. I do. That's a joke. I do need to pee.
Oh no. My nose is running, and I can't do anything about it.
Oh shit. That's another thing. With weaker gravity, your nose is gonna get runny and all sorts of clogged. That sucks. Also, Zen, hello.
Don't look at me.
I'd say challenge number 1,
That's really
accomplished. Challenge number 2, run. And by run, I mean walk fast. That treadmill that I'm about to get on is built for horses.
How fast?
Let's go.
Put me on the treadmill.
They're built for horses because she's too heavy. The suit is too heavy, so they had to get a custom treadmill. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. The image in my mind of astronauts training on horse treadmills is so funny. I just think that's hilarious.
No. I got it.
Uma Musume, hello? Yes, astronauts are secretly Umas. You already saved brain cell.
Work me out. It's not that it feels heavy. It's that it feels weird. It's like I'm not actually moving my legs straight like you would normally walk. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
I'm
because you can't
rotating
bend your
the
leg.
inside of the bearing, and that's how I'm walking. So it's sort of like imagine waddling like a duck, but like in a much more graceful way.
This is also
I could go
hundreds of
faster.
pounds.
How
so.
fast is like fast?
Oh, it'll go fast.
Okay, take me to 2.
2 miles an hour. She's walking at 2 miles per hour, and she's suffering. She's struggling. Damn, we're never really winning the Uma horse races of this one.
Okay, 2.5.
This is waddling. Yeah, waddling.
I mean, I couldn't do this for very long.
2.5. So funny. Barely was able to do it for very long. 2.5 miles per hour. Let's go. Also, Kenshin, hello, welcome in. Hi.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely warmer, but I'm not hot. This feels quite comfortable. I mean, it's a relative term.
Listen, not to brag, but later they told me that this is the fastest they'd ever seen a guest go on the treadmill.
Wait, guys, wait for
Let's
the best
go.
part.
They're just lifting her up. Hello? This is so cute.
I don't think I've ever been so happy.
Challenge 2, check.
I would
3,
enjoy this.
do a squat in full.
Chat, do you think she can do it? There's no way she could squat in a 200-pound suit. I don't know.
Got any grapes?
You know what? Let's see.
Full Earth gravity.
I would love to attempt that. I'm about to try bearing all of the weight of the suit by myself, which at Earth gravity is quite heavy. This is much, much heavier than it will be on the moon or on Mars.
All right, here we go. The hardest squat of my life.
Oh, she's locked in. She's locked in. Okay, she's reached the full form. Okay, she's secretly a muscle mommy. Confirmed? Chloe Abrams is actually jacked. Can crush a watermelon with her thighs. That is insane.
Thanks, guys.
Challenge 3, check.
That's actually
Final
crazy.
challenge, kneel and get back up.
So the goal is to put one knee on the ground. Whew. I feel like I'm planting
This is a
flag.
lunge.
This is an example of something you would not be able to do
Thank you,
in
Light.
the current EVA suits. Being able to be in a position like this in a full EVA suit. Oh, thank you.
And now, for extra credit, do the moonwalk.
Yeah, you gotta try to do the moonwalk. You gotta.
Wait, yeah. Okay, how do you do the moonwalk? I can't even do the moonwalk without a spacesuit on, but it's like.
Okay, I don't think that's a moon walk. I think that one's failed.
Okay, so I am not the most graceful person to have ever donned a spacesuit, but I was just so impressed by what they had built. A portable spacecraft
That is really
that not only protects you from the harsh realities of space, but it can also bend and flex and work with our human bodies. The hope is that the suits that they make here will help us reach beyond our planet and unlock an interplanetary future that, as far as we know, only our species has ever even attempted. Getting to try on this spacesuit was the experience of a lifetime.
Okay, she's giving me FOMO.
I dreamed about when
Okay, she's giving me FOMO. Okay, she's giving me FOMO. All right, the video is pinned. If you want to go see them and subscribe, already subscribe. They do cool stuff. Man, I'm getting FOMO. I want to wear a spacesuit. Hello? Ads have started. Okay, we can go to just chatting. This is a good time to do just chatting. Hi. Hello. Hello. All right, Karbon. I got FOMO too. Okay, it's not just me, right? You also got FOMO. That's good. That's good. I'm not alone. How are you guys? Are you there? Hello? Hello? Knock, 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 knock. Anyone there? Anyone in the space station? Oh, Left Husky. Take care. Take care. Thanks for saying goodbye. Take care, boy. Hi, Bogag. Hi, Sugar Bee. Hello. Hi. Do you think I think now we can look at the murder story. We can do a side tangent now. I'm happy enough to do the side tangent. Chelsea, hello. Garden Maria, hi. Melody, hi. Hello. The fuck is FOMO? It's feeling of missing out, and I'm missing out on spacesuits right now. Hello, Titan. Hello, Gana. Hello, Minty Bunny. Hi. Hi, Noctude. Hello, Melody. Hello, Sugar Bee. Hi. Okay. What do you think? You want to look at a murder story? Or you want to look at an astronaut murder story? I can't believe you're actually making me do this, though. Please? Okay, you guys are curious. You want to... It's a little drama. There's a little stuff going on, you know? Yes, space true crime. Okay, the only space true crime that we're going to be watching is actually a true crime podcast. You know what? Hell yeah. Okay, we can do that one. And then, sure. Let's go get some, I'm going to get some water first. Let's go take a quick break. So I'm going to go grab some water. I'll let you guys go do your bathroom break. Stretch a little if you haven't already. It's been a while since we started stream, so I don't want people to get too comfy, you know. Look off to the screen so your eyes adjust and they don't get super focused on something in front of you, you know. Good eye health as well. All right. Hi, my name is Karbon and welcome to my true crime podcast. Yeah.
While we're in a break,
I talk about astronaut
new members
crimes.
to the space station should check out Karbon's Discord server.
Oh, thank you,
Our
Melody.
lovely mods host fun community events, and Karbon posts the stream schedule plus updates there.
Yeah. I'll ping that. I'll pin that right now. That's a good pin. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, I'm gonna go real quick. I'll let you guys hang out for yourself. If you want, if you type in lizard, it will make a little lizard noise so you can stim yourself while I go to the bathroom. BRB.
Lizard.
Meow.
Lizard.
Wolf. I come back and y'all are just literally making every noise you can. You're actually just all testing the noises that you can make. Really?
I am super sick right now, and my entire body feels very heavy and I can barely move. This is probably the closest I will ever get to the feeling of a spacesuit.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong indeed. Hello. Hi, Rizreal. Hi. Okay. Are you ready? Are we ready for true crime?
Lizard.
Ready for space true crime? I'm ready.
Lizard.
I'm ready. Do. Yes. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
We're doing it. From space to jail. NASA's craziest story. Whoa. We are going to be looking at some space true crime. Hell yeah.
Lizard.
You know what? I think the full screen video format is very nice. Let me see if I put myself here. I'm actually gonna hide Glorp for now. I'm gonna put myself here, and then I think I will make the whole video full screen. Like, Hi, Vizier. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see how I can do this. Trying to find a good way to position this. Give me a moment. Give me a moment, chat. I'm working. I'm trying to make it work. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
Meow.
Okie dokie. Full screen. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's go. I like this. I like this view a lot better.
Pew.
Alrighty. Hi, Vizier. Welcome in. We're looking at some astronaut true crime, some space crimes.
You might have had another inmate come up and tell you about how they've been to space before, or about how they...
Wait. What?
If you've ever been in jail, you might have had another inmate come up and tell you about how they've been to space before, or about how they are currently in space at this...
Let me make the subtitles a little bit smaller as well. Subtitles, English, Ireland. Options. Can I make it smaller? Font size. 50%? Oh, 75? Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're starting. Ba-bam.
If you've ever been in jail, you might have had another inmate come up and tell you about how they've been to space
I would
before.
totally say Cap.
They are currently in space at this very moment. Now, it might not be a good idea to refute this, but these claims are to be taken with a grain of salt, because to my knowledge, there has only been 2 points in history where an incarcerated person could say they've been to space, and it's actually true.
Wait, 2? Not just 1. 2?
Woof.
Okay.
One of these points in history is today, with Space Shuttle pilot James Halswell currently serving a 4-year prison.
Today? Right now, there's another astronaut who killed someone? Okay.
Fun fact. As Karbon's streams are usually science-themed, here is a science history fun fact. The Big Bang Theory was first theorized by Catholic priest. Father Georges Lemaitre had published his findings in 1931, and he lived to see his theory to be proven true in 1964. As Enrio Penzias and Robert Wilson had discovered the cosmic background radiation. Lemaitre had died in 1966.
No, this is happening right now.
Sentence after pleading guilty to 2 counts of manslaughter in 2021. Don't drive under the influence, kids.
He was driving under the influence. He was way above the alcohol limit and got, oh my gosh. He drunk crashed into someone and got sent to jail for manslaughter. Are you serious? An astronaut getting drunk behind the wheel? Really? Damn. That's not great.
Influence, kids. The other point was in 2007 when astronaut Lisa Nowak was charged with attempted
attempted
first-degree murder, and her story is absolutely insane. Lisa Marie Caputo was born in 1963 in Washington, D.C.
This is an amazing photo, by the way. Who would have thought that she'd go crazy and try to murder someone?
DC. Her dad was a computer scientist and her mother a biologist. In 1969, she watched Man land on the moon, and in 1978, she saw the introduction of female astronauts. She paid frequent visits to the National Air and Space Museum, and to make a long story short, she wanted to be an astronaut from a young age.
I think that's true for most people. I think almost every astronaut nowadays have always dreamed of being an astronaut, even when they were kids, you know? And it's like something that you want to do, and you go get a career and you do other things, and you find like a nice overlap, and you see your shot to be an astronaut and you take it. That's usually how it goes.
In school, she excelled at both sports and academics. Standard astronaut backstory, Ivy League college, US Naval Academy, graduated with a degree.
This is literally every astronaut's backstory. Ivy League, Naval Academy, or Air Force or something, graduated with some engineering degree.
Aeronautical engineering.
Aeronautical engineering.
Commissioned as an ensign in the Navy, where she worked as an aerospace engineer. Like
Sounds about right.
She has an incredible list of achievements, but let's just look at the coolest ones. Firstly, as a woman, she was part of a very small minority in this line of work and fought a constant uphill battle. When she was doing flight training with the Navy in the mid to late 80s, women were banned from combat assignments by law. This led some in the Navy to wonder, why even bother training them? It was very hard to get accepted for flight training, and as a woman, you were training for a job you were literally prohibited from doing. But get accepted she did, and train she did. Here are some of the cool aircraft she got to fly. The Douglas A3 Skywarrior, the LTV A7 Corsair II.
That's a lot of missiles on this guy. That's a lot of... I don't know about you, but that's a lot of firepower. Okay. Wait, is this... What is this hole here? Is this a scramjet? Huh. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna speculate. If I speculate any further, I will literally go to jail. So let's not have a War Thunder game moment. Okay, let's not do that.
The Douglas A4 Skyhawk, the T-39 Sabreliner, and the T-2 Buckeye. That thing's beautiful. Lisa Marie Caputo qualified as a naval flight officer. However, in 1988, she would no longer be Lisa Marie Caputo because she got married to a former Naval Academy classmate. You might question the wisdom of getting involved with someone you work with, and if that's the case, then brother, you're going to have a lot of questions by the time this is all over. With her marriage, Lisa...
Okay. She probably works 24/7, so I think it's very natural for her to get married to someone she met while working. You know, I understand.
Marie Caputo became Lisa Nowak. This name didn't really suit her because, as you'll learn, Lisa Nowak was actually very much in favor of whack. She had 3 kids with Mr. Nowak, whose opinions on whacking are not publicly...
Hello? Zephyrin, hello! Hi, Raiders! Welcome in, how are you? We're currently watching true crime / space stuff. This is the first and only true crime space podcast episode you will ever listen to. So welcome. Yeah, apparently astronauts can be criminals. And here's the one of 2 cases that you will see. And yes, they're sniffing you to welcome you in. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, hello. We literally just got started, so you came in at a great time. She just got married. Sukini, also, thank you for the follow. Thank you.
Known, but forget them, kids, because in 1995, NASA announced it was selecting a new group of astronauts, and Lisa wanted in.
Wait. She popped out 4 kids, and as they were babies, said, fuck it, I'm going to the NASA training program. What happens to the kids? Is she gonna raise them? I guess the dad is there. Yeah, they're sniffing you. Oh, you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. That's such a funny comeback. Hey, maybe they like it, who knows?
Her application was one of over 2,400 that...
Literally such a common story. NASA gets so many applicants.
NASA received. The next year, NASA announced they had selected their candidates for 10 new pilot positions.
Normally, when they select candidates, by the way, if you notice, there's more than 10 people in this photo. It's because if you have space for 10 astronauts, because training is so intensive and so long, they'll get double, triple, even quadruple the amount of astronauts they need to fill those spots. So you could go through the entire training program to become an astronaut and never fly. It is actually more common for that situation. So most people who get into astronaut training, that's not the final filter. Truly, it isn't. So that's why oftentimes they lie on medical examinations during this training period.
9 new international mission specialist positions and 25 new mission specialist roles, of which Lisa Nowak was one. This class of 1996 was the 16th group of NASA astronauts and is the largest group to date, humorously dubbed the Sardines. Nowak completed...
That's really funny. The largest group of astronauts were called the Sardines.
Fun fact, a Moden chicken isn't actually a chicken, it's a breed of frog. ITSSNO33 oye ITSSNO33 oye ITSSNO33 oye
I need to make TTS not read that. Stop, Chad, Glorp, stop reading it. Yeah, that's sweet. I did not know that.
humorously dubbed the Sardines. Nowak completed her training in 1998, specializing in the operation of the space shuttle's robotic arm. At this point,
Okay, when astronauts get trained for space, by the way, they get trained for very specific reasons. Oh my gosh, Lexer! Hi, it's been a while. Thank you for the raid. Hello, we came and brought swords. Wait, can you not? We don't want pointy things in the space station right now. That seems like a bad idea. It seems like a bad idea to bring swords to a literal space station. If you poke me, I will explode. So let's be careful here. Put away those pointy things. And yes, the community is sniffing you. Thank you for the sniffers, chat. Thank you. They're sniffing you. Okay, I need to turn down the sniffer sounds. It's actually so fucking loud. I can hear it in my eardrums. We're watching currently True Crime for astronauts. This is astronaut True Crime.
in the operation of the space shuttle's robot.
Oh, Code Girl! Oh my gosh! Hello! Wait, let me make sure I follow Code Girl before I forget. Code Girl is a coding streamer. They are super senior software engineer. Oh my gosh, I met them at a party at TwitchCon. They're super cool. Do you code on stream? I think you do. Yeah, we're actually looking at astronaut stuff, but it's not very science. This person right here went to jail for attempted murder, and we're finding out why. She just got, where we are in the story is she just got accepted as an astronaut, and she's being trained to use the robotic arm, which I was just gonna say for chat. Most astronauts get accepted for very specific jobs that they're trained for, and in this case, robotic arm operation is her job. She's going to use the robotic arm to build the International Space Station. Probably, that's what I'd have to guess. Because at this era, I think the ISS hasn't been fully built yet, so there's a robotic arm that comes from the space shuttle and then lifts things up and then like puts together the pieces. It's pretty cool.
Robotic arm. At this point, you might be wondering why someone would throw this all away. Like, what crime could be cooler than operating a robot arm on a spaceship?
Right?
Smoking a cigarette on a motorcycle, maybe, if you stole both the motorcycle and the cigarette. And think about the selection process
I don't know about
for
that
astronauts. To be chosen for such an exclusive position, you basically have to be a perfect human being. No cigarette stealers allowed.
You're not even allowed to smoke cigarettes. I think if you're a smoker, you're actually automatically banned. Also, Orphan, thank you for the follow.
Accidentally take a pen from the office back in 1982? You're out. But Nowak's life as an overachiever was about to become complicated. In 2002, Nowak's husband, who worked as a flight controller at Johnson Space Center Mission Control, was called back to active duty in the Navy because Afghanistan.
That sucks. Hello? You're working in mission control at the Johnson Space Center and you're on Army Reserve and you get pulled from your NASA job while your wife is being sent into space to go serve in Afghanistan? Talk about short straws. Oh. And who's with the kids? If you remember, there's 4 very young children, and the mom is currently in the astronaut training program, which is an 80-hour work week gig. Oh, so the kids are basically orphaned. Okay. Grandparents? I guess.
Was called back to active duty in the Navy because Afghanistan. Up to this point, the couple had scheduled their work lives in such a way that there was always at least one of them to look after their 3 kids.
Three kids.
Now, Nowak would be alone. In 2003, the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster claimed the lives of 7 astronauts, 3 of which were from Nowak's class.
Oh, that fucking sucks. So, her husband's sent to Afghanistan. She has 3 kids at home, and 3 of her classmates just died. Oh, damn.
Of 96. She
at jail? Oh, wait. Waiting for ads. Tell me when you're back. Man, we really gotta fix some ads. Yeah, damn. Imagine like, I would really reinvestigate like how much effort I want to put into this thing. But like, this is your dream, you know? Honestly, I think this ranks higher in her priority list than even her kids. Most likely. This is something she's worked for her entire life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of life slapping in your face all at once. Honestly, literally true. This is like life dangling the juiciest carrot possible in front of you, and then slapping you multiple times in the face and being like, "You still want it? Do you still want it? Huh?" Like, damn, sucks a lot, right? Oh, Gerdo, are you back? Are you back from ad jail? Mm-hmm. Are we returned? Can we continue? We're good? Okay. I don't know. Twitch makes the viewing experience awful sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're going.
Three of which were from Nowak's class of 96.
Wait, sorry. Okay.
She was the personal casualty assistance officer assigned to Laurel Clark's family.
Personal casualty assistance officer? They made her go to the families and talk about the deaths of their classmates? Oh. Well, that sucks.
Clark had been close friends with Nowak, and her family said Nowak did an exceptional job in this role, taking care of not just all the paperwork, but also looking after Clark's son. They did wonder
she took care of Clark's son while she was doing astronaut training and had 3 kids of her own.
How stressful taking on all of this might have been for Nowak, especially seeing as she had her own 3 kids. In 2004, Nowak participated in survival training in which her and 5 other astronauts were dropped off in the wilderness in northern Quebec and had to make their way back on.
Okay, this is super normal, by the way. As part of astronaut training, they'll literally throw you into every random deserted situation on Earth. You are basically training for extreme Survivor. Have you seen Survivor the show? That you just get like dropped off somewhere and you have to figure out how to get home? Because astronauts, when you land back on Earth from space, you could be anywhere. And so astronauts have to be trained in survival skills to get back home. Yeah. I can see the mental degradation already happening.
Foot. This 12-mile journey took 11 days.
11
days, Nowak grew close to one of the other astronauts, William Oefelein.
You know, this reminds me of doctors and lawyers who work extreme hours and they get really close, a little too close, some would say, to one of their colleagues. So, yeah, what did you miss? Literally astronaut training, 11 days in the wilderness with your, very good-looking astronaut friends, and you just kind of catch feelings for one of them. Okay.
And after their return, the two pursued an extramarital affair. Here we go. This was an even bigger risk than you might realize.
Yeah.
Both Nowak and Oefelein were serving Navy officers, and seeing as both were married,
they were both married,
committing adultery. Now, God is very clear on the rules for adultery. Thou shalt not. In this regard, the Navy is in alignment with God. Adultery is considered conduct unbecoming of an officer and a gentleman.
You will actually get court-martialed for adultery. Like, cheating is a no-go in the Navy and in the military.
Which you can be charged with under military law. After a lifetime of hard work to get to where they were, these two goofs were risking it all for some...
I bet... oh my gosh. They were risking it all. They built their whole lives for this career. Oh, damn. The sex must have been amazing, I guess. It must have been, I don't know. Jeez.
I won't be crass about it.
Mm-hmm.
Hanky-panky. Not long after, Oeffelein's wife discovered emails between him and Nowak that were...
Oh, is this when things go bad? They found an email? Oh no.
Very salacious. Or, in other words, they betrayed the idea that they were just friends. Oeffelein's wife divorced him in 2005. He moved into a small apartment, gave Nowak a key, and she often visited and left personal effects there. In a brief return to more commendable exploits, Nowak went to space aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery in 2006.
Oh! So the affair wasn't exposed. So the guy she was cheating with, his wife found out, divorced him, but he didn't get disbarred and she didn't get disbarred, so no one talked. Okay.
She brought a few things like mascots and banners from former schools, as well as her grandmother's engagement ring.
Wait. Her husband is in Afghanistan during this entire time, and she's a single mom, essentially, with 3 kids, and she's having an affair with this dude. Okay, that's where we are right now. And she went to space.
Have you no shame? During liftoff, the crew noticed some debris falling off the external tank, and the first day in space was dedicated to seeing if there was any damage. Nowak spent 6.5 hours examining a white splotch on the nose cone with the robotic arm, as the crew feared this may have been the result of some sort of high-velocity impact. It turned out it was just bird shit.
Oh my god. I would actually lose my mind. 6 hours looking at bird shit, thinking that it was impact from a high velocity impact that like hurt the integrity of the point of the ship. You know, that's the reality of science and engineering. Sometimes it can literally be you looking at bird shit for 6 hours, fearing the worst, you know?
High velocity impact. It turned out it was just bird shit. Upon her return, Nowak was forced to address the shoddy state of her sham marriage, and she separated from her husband in 2007.
Okay. Wait, how many years did she cheat on this guy for? Let me find out. Okay.
Nowak in survival training.
2004. Oh, so she was cheating for 3 years. Okay, so she was cheating for 3 years before she divorced. I mean, at least she divorced later, eventually, you know? Okay.
Her return, Nowak was forced to address the shoddy state of her sham marriage, and she separated from her husband in 2007. Around this time, Ofaline realized he just wasn't feeling the whole affair thing anymore, and he told Nowak it was over, but they could still be friends.
He friend-zoned her? After she divorced? Ooh, damn. Okay, so she just came back from space, just to divorce her husband who came back from Afghanistan. She is now, I guess, working, supporting with 3 kids, and this guy just broke over, who was her affair partner for the past 3 years. Well, you know, karma hurts. Yeah, karma's a bitch.
According to him, she took it well, which is such a man understanding of relationships, as you'll
She took it well.
soon see, because it turned out she did not take it well. Offline thought everything was cool, no problems. He even thought Nowak was very accepting when he told her he had started seeing U.S. Air Force Captain Colleen Shipman.
This guy told her he was seeing someone else? Oh, he's so... and also Omni, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for funding the space station, and I hope you have a great time here. Okay, this guy actually is an idiot.
Started seeing U.S. Air Force Captain Colleen Shipman. This guy, Cosmic Casanova over here, he thought this all went down great. He didn't see a problem with the fact that Nowak was still calling him nearly every single day, or the fact that she would still come over to the apartment, until his new girl was like, "Why is this woman's bike here?"
That is crazy. This guy actually has the survival instincts of a freaking sardine. Like, she's calling him every day and coming over? Okay.
Get the stuff out of here. Shipman even asked him, "Are you sure she's okay with this? Like, there's not going to be some crazy lady showing up at my door trying to kill me?" To which Ofaline, or Olf for short, responded, "No, she's fine with all this." However, Mr. Woman Understander never got the key to his apartment back off Nowak. When he went off into space, Nowak entered his apartment, logged onto his computer, and had a look at the emails Shipman had been sending him while he was up there. For an astronaut, this guy sure does seem to have a problem with people reading his emails. Does he not know what a password is?
Okay, so he gets his emails hacked again, but this time by the woman he used to have an affair with and dumped, and she did this while he was in space.
An email from Shipman read, "Will have to control myself when I see you. First urge will be to rip your clothes off, throw you on the ground, and, well, that's enough of that. Opheline's responses weren't quite as impassioned as Shipman's. I need to see you. I am having choline withdrawals. Must see choline.
Okay, that's kind of
like
cute.
Something a zombie might type out.
That sounds kind of cute, and also typical man behavior to have absolutely zero riz game. Like, get your sexting game up, man. The woman is like talking about how she wants to like do all these things, and your response is must see Colleen. Like, come on, be a little creative. I mean, maybe he's tired from working all day. I don't know. Anyway.
Nowak was not pleased that another woman had taken over what she thought was her spot in Opheline's affections. So when she found out that Shipman was currently flying on a trip, she made note of her travel itinerary.
Carbon bad at ESEX confirmed.
Okay, I'm great at ESEX. Don't you even? I went through my training arc. Okay, I'm kidding. If you think that's cute, maybe that's why you're maidenless. Holy moly, I'm getting burnt.
And used it to draft up an elaborate and obsessively detailed
Saying he
plan.
needs to step up his riz game from Karbon, who is currently maidenless, right?
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying his riz game is bad. I think it's objective to see.
Shipman would return from her trip and arrive at Orlando Airport at 1 a.m. February 5th, 2007, and Nowak would be waiting for her. Nowak took her husband's car, have you no shame, and drove 900 miles from...
Oh my gosh, she took her husband's car and drove to go meet Shipman. Oh. Also, hi Plushy, welcome in. I feel like if your emails read in the modern day as scientists, there'd be 2 snipers deployed in that day. Maybe.
Houston to Orlando. It was widely reported that she wore maximum absorbency garments, which are basically astronaut diapers, to avoid having to stop.
That is... Okay, this is literally the whole point we're watching the story, is because we looked at the absorbent diapers that astronauts had, and I said, yeah, did you know that some woman was wearing it so that she wouldn't have to stop her car while she drove to kill someone? And this is the story.
From Houston to Orlando. It was widely reported that she wore maximum absorbency garments, which are basically astronaut diapers, to avoid having to stop.
Nowak drove from Houston to Orlando wearing diapers. She was wearing diapers. Did she say why?
I mean, they're mags. They're astronaut mags.
Pull over during her 950-mile journey. Diapers.
She wore a kind of diaper.
And in a bizarre display of NASA ingenuity,
and wore away
diapers.
Although she later denied this. She checked into a hotel using the name...
I don't know. I feel like she did do it. I'm just saying I feel like she did wear the diapers.
Linda Turner. She paid only in cash. Colleen Shipman touched down in Orlando shortly after 1 a.m., but she had to wait 2 hours for her bags. I fucking hate the airport. All this time, Nowak was there watching her. She was wearing a hooded trench coat, glasses,
trench coat.
Wig. When Shipman finally got to the parking lot, she sensed that someone was following her. As she made her way to the car, she heard footsteps running, and she quickly jumped inside.
Okay, Savannah. Okay, you're making me bold.
And locked the door. Good thing she did, because suddenly there was a woman trying to get in. Nowak then knocked on the window, telling Shipman she needed help because her boyfriend was supposed to pick her up and now he wasn't there, and she needed a ride because she was in this parking lot all alone and it was dark and she was scared. Shipman didn't know who this person was, but she knew something was off.
I'd be that'd be so scary. A random person runs up to you in the dark trying to get into your car. I'm glad that Shipman, this person here, had more brain sense.
Said she wouldn't give her a ride, but she could go get someone if she needed help. Nowak then asked if she could use Shipman's phone. Shipman said the battery was dead, and then Nowak started talking, and she couldn't hear her, but she saw her burst into tears. Maybe this person really does need help, she thought. She winded down her window a little bit to hear better, and as soon as she did, Nowak pepper sprayed her. "You bitch!" she exclaimed as she sped off.
What the fuck? Okay, at least she's not dead?
A few minutes later, police were on the scene, and they caught Nowak trying to throw away a bag. They confiscated it and searched her car. Sorry, her husband's car. What they found was shocking. A loaded BB gun, which looked like just a regular pistol, a drilling hammer, a 4-inch folding knife, latex gloves, rubber tubing, and most shockingly of all,
rubber tubing,
pepper spray. Oh wait, you already knew that. But they also found a floppy disk and USB drives with photos and drawings of bondage, as well as an image of a nude woman, although it wasn't clear who this was.
Is she gonna have kinky bondage sexy time? What the fuck?
Nowak was arrested on charges of attempted kidnapping, battery, attempted vehicle burglary with battery, and destruction of evidence. At pre-trial arraignment, the prosecution argued that the facts and evidence suggested Lisa Nowak had a well-thought-out plan to kidnap and possibly harm Colleen Shipman.
I fully agree with the prosecution here. Like, I don't think Lisa, this astronaut here, went to just pepper spray. It was clearly premeditated to do something else, you know?
She was ordered released on $15,500 bail under the condition she wear a GPS tracker and not contact Shipman. Before she could make bail, however, the Orlando police also charged her with attempted first-degree murder, in a move her defense claimed was solely to keep her in jail. In a second arraignment, she was charged with attempted first-degree murder with a deadly weapon. Her bail was raised by $10,000, she posted it, and was released. NASA then asked her to come to Johnson Space Center for psychiatric.
Yeah, so NASA is gonna fire her. They are looking for an excuse to fire her, and so this psych eval is basically rigged. She's done. She's 100% done.
Evaluation. Bit late for that, lads. Probably want to beef up your screening process. 2 psychiatrists diagnosed her with obsessive-compulsive personality disorder, Asperger's syndrome, a single episode of major depressive disorder, and a brief psychotic disorder with marked stressors at the time of the incident. And if you saw anything other than 2 bears high-fiving in those images, I've got some bad news for you. The bad news for Nowak was that NASA terminated her assignment.
I don't know how real those diagnoses were. I think that's NASA trying to cover their ass. I'm gonna be fully honest. I'm pretty sure it's true she might have had those things, but NASA should have caught them earlier, honestly.
The Navy called both William O'Faolain and Lisa Nowak in, now that it was public knowledge that the two had violated the Navy's rules regarding.
Oh, she gets hit with adultery too. Oh. So after the murder trial, she's in jail. She also loses her job, loses all the dignity associated with it, and now she's getting tried for military trials because she committed adultery.
The Navy terminated O'Faolain's assignment with NASA, and he retired shortly after in 2008. They decided to wait till Nowak's case was resolved before dealing with her. The evidence against Nowak was pretty damning. As such, she took a plea deal and pled guilty to felony burglary and misdemeanor battery in 2009.
Okay, so she didn't have to plead for murder.
Years probation. Sounds like she got off lucky, but
wait, a year probation? That's it? Oh my gosh, that's special treatment if I've ever heard of one. A year probation for that sort of crime? Damn. Okay, I guess no one was killed, but shit.
Then the Navy stepped back in. She was reduced in rank from captain to commander and discharged under other than honorable conditions. Years later, William O'Faolain and Colleen Shipman got married. They have 1 son together. What a...
This guy got married. You know, this guy is the dumbest dumbest astronaut I've heard of. Seriously.
Shipman got married. They have 1 son together. What a wild ride! From space to jail, we soared with the eagles and slithered with the snakes. And I tell you one thing, drawing all this in the space of 3 days was really, really fun. And the voices definitely did not come back.
Wait, so what happened to her? Did she get married to him? Or what happened?
Under other than honorable conditions. Years later, William O'Faolain and Colleen Shipman...
Okay, Shipman is the other woman, not her. Okay, wait, I gotta find out. Chat. I need to know who he got married to. I'm gonna look. Not who. The girl. What was her name? Shit, I already forgot. Let me go back. O'Faolain's. No, not O'Faolain. That's the dude. Okay, Lisa Nowak. Okay, I'm looking it up. What is she doing right now? Is she still alive even? Lisa Nowak. Okay. I'm looking up Wikipedia, baby. Wikipedia. Good old wiki. Good old wiki. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Early life and education. As of 2017, it's reported she's working in a private sector in Texas. Oh, she's working. Okay. Oh, so she's working in private sector. Is there... Orlando. Okay. Wow, this is a huge Wikipedia article. Imagine working with her. Huh. As the recall that Norwalk struggled leaving the Navy as the notoriety of her case kept potential employers from hiring her. In 2017, People magazine reported that Nowak was living quietly in Texas, where she was working in the private sector. Her attorney stated she's doing well. Okay, you know what? I mean, that's nice. I'm glad that she's able to live a relatively normal life now. Hopefully she's getting medical attention she needs. It's crazy though to go from literally the highest highs to complete crash out. I feel like this is partially because she had a huge mental break too. There was a lot of pressures on her at the time. I feel a little like empathetic to her situation. Though definitely don't drive to go kill someone who took your man. Like I never understood that. When you're in love with someone and then they find someone else, why aren't you mad at the person who the person that you're in love with? Like why aren't you mad at the person who decided to leave you? Why are you mad at the woman that they replaced you with? You know? Like damn. Misplaced anger in my mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Patriarchy. I mean, I guess so.
No.
Damn. Crazy round. Crazy round. No, I literally mad at the person who cheated, not the woman. Yeah, same here. Same here. But maybe they'll get it. Hopefully they're in a good space now, you know. Hi. Hello, chat.
No.
Hello. Hi. No, because she wanted to replace her, it's not like if you killed her, he would come back to you. Hi, Anna. Hi. Yeah, it's just damn. This is the thing I was saying earlier though. Mental health help for astronauts and pilots in general and in the military as a whole is extremely difficult. So if you even ever go into a therapy room and get therapy help, you're pretty much disbarred from going into astronaut training and doing flying fighter pilots. I actually, this is a little bit of a personal story for me. I wanted to get therapy really badly at one point in my life where I was not going through great things and I wanted to like talk through it. And it was a very real thing for me. I had to give up flying in order to get therapy, which is like a decision a lot of astronaut / military people have to go through. So because I did go get therapy, I am actually like the likelihood I get selected for an astronaut program is extremely low now, which is sad that has to be a thing. But it is an issue that I wish the military would address. I would much rather have it be such that you could go get therapy, and as long as the therapists say that you're psychologically fit, that's all that matters. You shouldn't be disbarred just because you have like ADHD. Isn't that crazy? If you get diagnosed with ADHD and like have that written on your record, you won't get selected for being an astronaut. That's fucking ridiculous because you know as well as I do that people with ADHD can do regular work all the time, especially with proper medication. Yeah. Yeah, damn, that's actually sad. Yeah, it encourages you to hide it. I think I understand where their policies come from, but the way it is actually implemented makes it so that a lot of people are hiding their mental issues and they can't get the help they need. Yeah, it's actually kind of messed up. When they see the humbleness and willingness to ask for help as a positive, they say that publicly. They say that, but the rules and regulations don't line up with that. So it's just one of those things. I really care about mental health. I think that people should obviously actively seek mental health, especially before it gets worse. But there are trade-offs here, you know? Like, if you want to be an astronaut, you can't go through those things. At least you don't disbar you if you have autism. I hope. They definitely do. They definitely 100% do. Oh my gosh. Yumi, hello? And Hemming Bella? What the heck? Like shooting for the stars. I've come to bless you with beautiful dreams. Hello? Oh my gosh. A double raid? Hello, raiders. Hello. Were you coordinating with one another? Excuse me, were you coordinating with one another? I bet you were. I bet you were. You were not at all? Really? Okay. Prove it to me. What were you streaming? Both of you. Tell me what were you doing before you raided into me? I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Coinky Dink, literally the exact same frame. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Wow. I was just talking about how I was a little down about how I can't do certain astronaut things, and you came in here to comfort me. That's very sweet of you. Welcome in. And they're sniffing you right now because they're sniffing the new community members. Hello. Hi. I was being a bad DJ.
As related in this conversion, you are also prohibited, in some parts, from joining the military. For example, for people with high functioning autism, like me, can be barred from joining the Marines, but not the Coast Guard or the Army, since they can grant waivers.
Oh, okay. But it's still a waiver process, you know? Like, that's the problem, you know? I feel like that sort of information shouldn't be out there. We're literally just talking about how if you get mental health, like if you get mental health help, you are disbarred from being an astronaut, plus a bunch of different military-esque Navy programs. Yeah. Mimi was playing Witch in the Woods. Oh, that sounds like a fun game. I want to play Cult of the Lamb soon. Sorry, Witch of the Woods sounds like Cult of the Lamb. I've been like really hyped for that for Halloween time. Spooktober, you know? Oh, tomorrow we're going to be playing Dead Space, so I'm excited to kill some aliens and probably scream my ass off. Oh, Cinder, hello. I came from your TikTok live yapping. Yapping! You came in at a good time because I'm also yapping right now. Hi. Autism is a fucking spectrum. You can have autism be fully functional. Tell that to the military. I know. I get you. I understand. But the rules be shitty sometimes. Yeah. Dead Space, you say? Yes, I love Dead Space. Oh my gosh, that game, the remastered version, is actually so good. I've been thinking about playing Silent Hill F too. You know, like I think Silent Hill F looks like a great game especially for Spooktober as it comes up. Oh, it's Cider, not Cinder. Sorry, Cider. Thank you. Welcome in, Cider. Hi. What about The Evil Within? I haven't heard of that one. I haven't played that. I'm gonna be playing Outlast and maybe Alien Isolation. There's a lot of horror games, and I also have to play Karbon too. So we are jam packed with stuff. Thankfully though, Karbon is like a nice chill talking game, so I think we can balance it all. Please play Silent Hill F. I have no money to give you. All I can offer you is miniature photos.
Karbon, I love Dead Space. Also Larbon, scream cry when he's terrified.
Okay, I'm not gonna scream cry. You stop asking me to scream cry, please. Yeah. There's a lot of cool, I think there's a lot of cool things in the private sector though, so I'm not really worried. I do a lot of awesome space work, which I'm really excited for. Yeah. Oh, I am actually really hyped. I'm going to a propulsion convention. Like literally it's a convention for rocket scientists and we're all meeting in a couple months. It's actually so hype. There's going to be a rocket science convention and I'm going to see if I can sneak away and go to all the expo halls and see all the new rockets.
Carbon, I have been waiting 4 hours about for a Froca to spawn. I am in pain.
Oh, I'm sorry, Light. Just tell it to spawn. Maybe if you yell at it, it'll spawn faster. Who knows? Oh my god, that sounds so cool. Yeah, it does, right? It's gonna be my first time at this rocket convention, but I'll be there. I'm gonna be meeting people. I have a talk too that I'm giving, so I'm really excited. Chat, if any of you are going to a rocket convention in a couple months and you hear someone that sounds like me, don't you fucking say shit. I will end you in Minecraft, but don't say anything. Okay, please, please don't tell please don't tell anyone. Okay. let's keep it quiet. Okay. Yes. Oh, I want the only people who know that I'm a VTuber to be Fred and us. Okay. No one else needs to know.
Well, I know where I'm going in a couple of months.
Oh, please. I have mercy. Meet and greet in the wrong place. Hey, if you see me and you approach me later on after the convention and you say, "Are you Karbon?" I'll give you a signature. You know what? I'll bring in a couple extra keychains. Whoever finds me at the convention, I'll give you a signature and I'll give you a keychain. And you gotta keep your mouth shut, okay? It's a bribe. It's a bribe.
My school STEM department is going to a rocket convention. I'll KMS before I have to talk to you. Be so
what?
real.
You're going to a rocket convention too? Holy. Oh, I'm gonna be exposed. Where is this happening? I'm not telling you. Not giving any more details. I'm gonna keep it as vague as possible. If you book a ticket, I'll actually cry. Chat, I'm having a meet and greet at Area 51. That's true. I'll be like, hey, we're having a meet and greet at the top secret rocket convention. That'd be actually so funny. Oh, also, Anna's completely right. If you don't correct me, I might keep misreading it forever. So thank you. I will call you by your correct given username, Cider.
Time to storm Area 51.
Please. Last time we tried to storm Area 51 didn't work out. Let's not do that. Okay. Yeah, I did have a good stream today though. It was fun to do like the spacesuit stream. I'm excited to go into space tomorrow with the Dead Space. That'll be really nice. Let's see. What else do we have to do today? What else? Oh, man, I want to show the TwitchCon photos so bad. Chat, I really want to show the TwitchCon photos, but like I can't in good conscience pull them out without filtering them because I don't want to dox myself accidentally or other VTubers. I have to ask for permission for certain things. I have to reach out and be like, hey, can I talk about us meeting, you know? Because I want to make sure that everything is okay for people. So, man, I'll wait till Saturday. Fine. I'll wait till Saturday because I need to wait. I did miss out. I found out that there was a freaking spaceship there. There was a spaceship in San Diego and I missed it. I had missed the opportunity to go travel to go see it. It was like, oh man. If I had known, I would have set out more time so I could go travel. But it's okay. This month, I'm actually going to go to a lecture. So I'm not going to say who, but there is a Nobel laureate who's giving a lecture soon that I will be able to attend to. And it's like a guest lecture for everyone, and they take questions, and they go over their Nobel Prize. So I'm gonna go to that one, and I got to see it. I got one of 50 seats available, so I'm really hyped to go see it and listen to it. It'll be really fun, and like listen to the lab. This is just regular Karbon things. If you wonder what Karbon's up to on his free time, he goes listens to college lectures. Oh shit! I have a lecture tomorrow that I have to go to too. Shit, I just remembered. I feel like that's pretty doxing Karbon. Okay, let's not remember then. Okay, never mind. I saw a rocket launch when I was a kid and it was cool. I know, right? It's like so loud. The thing about rocket launches is like it is thunderous, you know? It's like shakes the whole area. Are you just auditing or are you showing up? I'm auditing. I always audit classes. I've been auditing classes for a long time. I like auditing. I've already graduated, but I like to learn, and so I take like a class a quarter usually. Yeah, sorry, it's my free time. My free time is I take upper level physics classes for fun. I'm actually. Yep. Not gonna lie, I would go to a history lecture if they're open to the public. They are if you like jump through the right hoops. I did do that for Greek and Roman mythology. It was really cool. I did Norse mythology as well. I'm sorry, I'm such a nerd. Those were my electives. I did Norse mythology and I did Greek and Roman mythology, and both of those were really fun. I like the cultural like aspect of it. Like you learn a lot about the humans back in the day and like how they thought and what they did and the little religious ceremonies. It was really cool. Highly recommend. The rocket launch I saw on my trip to Florida, I ended up having the blast ringing in my ear the whole day. Oh, you didn't wear earplugs? Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. You gotta wear earplugs. Even if you're behind inside closed doors, I would still wear earplugs. And like if you're in a house nearby a rocket launch, it'll vibrate your windows. It'll like shake violently. It's a huge deal. It's very powerful blast, you know. I could go if I could go to classes for meteorology for fun, I'd be living my best life. I think there's a lot of free resources online for these sort of things too. You should just like go find them. And there's also people host these sort of guest lectures and conferences online all the time. And they're happy to have you. Most people just aren't interested, which is frankly quite a shame. You know, I think if there were more people interested in this stuff, that the world would be a cooler place. Oh, speaking of like things I can show you though, I was just looking at my hair. I have something that I can show you. Let me pull it up. Let me show you. I'm getting a custom Minecraft skin being made, and and I'm really hyped for it. Oh, do I have POVs yet? Ooh. Okay. It's not fully ready. They're adding the hair elements right now. I'll show you sneak previews later. I'll show you sneak previews another time. But it's being worked on actively, so I'm really hyped for it. Wait, do you not already have a skin? I do have a skin, but I'm having one of those fancy skins with like extra hair physics, and it's gonna have a jetpack. It's gonna have a jetpack when I fly with the elytra. I'm really hyped for this one. Question: since you're in a mythology nerd and stuff, how do you feel about witchcraft and astrology and tarot cards? I mean, I'm not personally huge into them, but I think it's cool to hear them from other people. You know, I think I respect your hobbies in it, and I think it's fine. I'm not gonna hate on you for it, but I'm not a huge proponent of them. And you make my aquatic theme skin. That sounds cool. My ears are ringing right now. Can you speak a bit louder? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna yell into this mic, okay? Karbon Tart reading stream when? I would get fully trolled. Every single time I've ever left something up to luck, I've been unbelievably unlucky. Like extremely unlucky. Insanely so. Okay. You know, I kind of don't want to end stream, but I feel like you know, what can we do? We can play Karbon for a little bit. Nah. Let's just chat until we end. I don't want to. If I pull out Karbon, I'll literally play the whole night. If I play Karbon, I will not sleep. You know? Okay, drinking some water. I want to make sure I get a good night's rest. You know, keep going, Shirley. I know we just got raided, so I want to spend enough time. And usually we've been ending streams a little bit earlier recently, but I think that's mainly because I'm tired. Not tired. I just came back from traveling. Okay. Sleepy eye mode. Wait, can we turn off the space station lights too? And then we can have late night talks. Wait, where is it? This one? Oh. Hey chat. Hey, wait. Can I do this too? Give me a second. Is it this one? Oh, the lights are turning off. Hi, okay. Oops, sorry about the squeaky noise. That was me adjusting my mic arm. I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna go back into just chatting for a little bit. Or you know what? I'll stay in science and technology for a while. Okay, I'm gonna decrease glorp prices, and then we can yap. I think it's fine to yap today. We can have like some chill yapping time, which will be nice. We don't do that very often. Well, actually, you know what? We do that pretty often. What am I saying? Sleepy with glasses? Yeah. I have an artist working currently on a sleepy art toggle, and I'm really excited for that. It's Neko Taco, if any of you guys know. There's like Neko Taco art that's being worked on. I have to check with them soon, but I'm really excited. I hope they're doing okay. I think they're balancing a bunch of stuff right now. Okay, I'm decreasing glorp price. I'll make it like 50. Sure. Ouija boards are just a board game. They say that spirits can tell the difference, and that's why they discourage using it. I don't know. Ouija boards are fun. Maybe I'll make like a robot for them. You know, that'd be cool. I miss Neko. Yeah, they're just working really hard. It's nice though. I think we've been running the space station long enough that we see people come and go, and oftentimes when they go, it's usually because they have work and stuff. And then when you see them pop back, you're like, oh, you're alive. I hope you've been doing well. You know? Yeah. Oh, also for those of you who haven't seen, look at my little.
My ear ringing is so damn loud I can't even hear my own thoughts. DRKECL Maj, DRKECL Maj, DRKECL Maj.
Hopefully it subsides with time. Hopefully. Look at this little astronaut suit. Look at that helmet. I love that helmet rendering. I've been thinking about like if I were to do
it's like 1 a.m. for but PLS to let us know when hoping on Coblin. I can't wait to play with you chat. Good night chat. Carbon 24 heart Carbon 24 hug.
I think I'll have to play tomorrow because I do have to do some work late tonight. I haven't been able to do any of my admin stuff for streaming.
So Carbon, since you are a mythology nerd, how do you feel about the occult as a whole?
Oh, the occult? I think it's really freaking cool. I think it's so cool to have like little pagan gods and stuff and little all these things and like secret handshakes and secret societies. It's such a weird thing once you learn about mythology. Occult mythology is a whole can of worms. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I have to catch up on a lot of admin stuff. A lot of streaming things. Most of the work is actually off stream, like coordinating collabs, making sure clips and stuff get uploaded. I gotta go do all the boring stuff. Stream is actually the most fun time that I have.
I'm kinda just curious to see what a tarot reader would get accurate about you, Carbon. And what
is
DS LOLOLOL?
I wonder, should we just get a random tarot reader who knows nothing about me to come on stream and then read me? That'd be fun. I wonder. I have a feeling that they'd be able to clock me pretty well though, because I don't know, I'm a pretty open book.
Rock, paper, scissors. I choose Meteor. I'll be back. I need water and my headphones so I can play a dog.
Oh, okay. Go get water. Fix your ears. Take care of them. I'd be down to watch that. Cider, you think so? I mean, I think it'd be fun. There's a lot of things that I'd be down to watch. How would you feel if you saw a...
How would you feel if you saw a guardian human hybrid that is a femboy?
I don't know. Are you asking because that's your VTuber model? You're not supposed to give any hints, Carbon? You think so? Is that how tarot reading works? Like you're supposed to keep it mostly low-key and like not let them know? I did not know that. I do want to learn astrology really well so that I can pretend to people that I'm an astrologist. So I think it's really funny to be a physicist and an astronaut-themed VTuber, but still like talk about
Random
astrology.
topic, how are you? Could you tell of a good thing that has happened?
No.
I came into stream late. I'd like to hear a positive update though.
Oh, I like that question. You want to know a positive update? During TwitchCon, I got to meet some really, really inspiring people, and they've really inspired my creative passion. I was talking about this earlier, but oftentimes when you're in like a field where it's hard for people to find their footing, there's a lot of noise about people like, oh man, I can't like do this. This is too difficult for me. But I met a lot of people and they're like, Carbon, you got it. You can do this. And you know, even if they're lying to my face, I think that's very reassuring. And I don't think they're lying to my face. So it was really sweet to meet a bunch of people who really believed in me and was just like, you got this. And I'm like, oh man, it's like your senpais like cheering for you. So that was a really big positive update for me. And now I have a huge, awesome game plan for content stuff too. Like I know what I'm doing. I know like the direction I'm going, and I have a lot more confidence as well. I understand where I'm going and I know what I need to do. And I got the people that I need to help me do it. And I'm really excited to. Yeah. It's just, there's a lot of negative things, and that's a huge, big positive thing. Oh, and another positive thing that I'm doing right now, I'm currently doing some cutting edge physics research that I'm really hyped for. there's this new physics paper that came out like 3 months ago on this exact subfield that I'm working on, and the paper is really exciting. So I'm recreating it and like doing some small modifications, and I'm just really hyped. You know, it's always fun to try out new things, especially when it comes to research. So work is banging, streaming is banging. I'm meeting up friends. I am meeting up with some of my friends. I was able to see their Oshi. When I went to TwitchCon, I was able to get their Oshi to sign something for me. So I'm gonna give it to them and I'm gonna watch them freak out. It's gonna be so cute. I'm like really hyped. They have no idea. I got a specially signed note that said thank you so much to so and so person. Yeah. W friend? No. I'm the best friend. Yes. I'm a W to that friend. All right, let me unpause Glorp. Let's see.
I'm back and my ears are fine, but
congrats.
Guess what? I'm still an arsonist and want to cry because I'm gay and single for all my life.
You can't say that yet. You haven't lived your full life.
Can't wait to see ya grow. Looking forward to it.
I know, right? I'm already 6'7". Who knows how much taller I'm gonna grow? You know, these growth plates never stopping.
Moth fact. Moths are a vital part of the food chain. Many night-flying moths have evolved ear-like organs which can pick up the squeaks of bats and allow them to take evasive action. A moth may escape a bat by changing direction suddenly, or even by performing aerial loops and spirals. If the bat is very close, the moth may simply shut its wings and plummet earthwards.
That's crazy dodging innovation. That's actually insane that moths have like that complexity to evade bats. Damn.
If you want to get into the history of the occult, I would recommend looking into the history of spiritualism in the American West, post-Civil War.
That is very specific recommendation, but I'll keep that in mind. 6'7" mention. Okay. You little brain rot. You little brain rotters. Okay. Moth or babies. I think it's really cool though about the evasive stuff. You know, something you study in aerospace is like capture and targeting, and there's specific algorithms that determine how to best pursue a target and capture it. And a lot of it actually stems from nature. The original algorithms that were designed in order to capture or hit something like I don't know, sending a rocket to a specific point or dodging a flying object, all those come from nature and observing it, which is so cool, you know? It shows us that we have a lot to learn from both our surroundings and how we work, you know? Yeah. Good night, Karbon. I'm gonna lurk. Oh, take care. Go sleepies. All right. Man, gosh, this is the hardest part. Do I have to end stream? I don't want to end.
Fun tornado fact. I learned about spin-up tornadoes one day. These tornadoes don't happen in a supercell storm and occur so quickly that it's hard to detect on radar, but they also don't last too long. Weak and short-lived, but not good.
Maybe are they temperature ones? Is that why? Is like temperature swings?
Good morning, Karbon. I got my grades yesterday and got an 8, so it went well. Karbon 24. Wow.
I don't know what an 8 means, but I'm glad that you're happy. So let's go. No, you hang up. Yeah, I do. I know, right? I don't have to, but I feel like I should. Also, Maxi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I am super duper hyped to talk about TwitchCon things. I'm also hyped to play gaming tomorrow. I don't know, but I just need to make sure that I'm streaming at a reasonable amount so that I don't get too crazy. You know what? I met some IRL streamers while I was at TwitchCon, and they told me that they were shocked, utterly shocked that I streamed for like 3 to 4 hours. They thought that it was normal for every streamer to stream 8 hours plus. And when I asked them how long they stream, they said normally for 12 hours. On the weekends, they just stream for 12 hours straight. And it's just them getting ready, going around the day, shopping and everything, and they're just streaming the whole thing. I'm like, okay, well, you're fucking crazy. That's insane. You're still on? I saw you on the clock app. Oh yeah, that's right. I did do like a short 1 hour stream on TikTok. Yeah, yeah. And 12 is crazy. Only. I know, right? Only. Like, come on. And I think it's because they don't work, you know, so that makes sense. But also they're IRL streamers. It's so okay. I don't know if you've seen this, but for face cam streamers, a lot of like the really big ones, they're literally like eating lunch with a friend and you're just watching. I don't even think they interact with chat that much. The ones that I've seen, they haven't interacted with chat very much. And I was just like kind of surprised, you know, it's a very interesting chatting / streaming experience versus doing something more involved like this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, I muted Gloria.
8 out of 10 in an exam. Most of my class failed lol.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty crazy.
Sea bunny fact. They are very cute and are very common around my little islet.
I love sea bunnies.
They also do spin. Spin up tornadoes form due to kinks within a quasi-linear corrective system, which is a line in thunderstorms. So when there is a kink in that line and the winds pick up and rotates through that area, it can cause a tornado to form.
Okay, I need to process that. Spin up tornadoes form with kinks within a quasi-linear corrective system. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's too big brain for me. What's going on? I'm so confused. Oh, we're just literally chatting. Someone was talking about how sudden tornadoes can come up, but I don't know what quasi-linear static correction means. I mean, I need to know correction from what, you know? I think it's more they're there to just be a part of everything instead of being just active. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of big streams, you're just there to be a part of it. It's just like a I was there moment, you know? Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. It's okay. I'm lost too. What's up, people? Hello.
Invasive species are crazy. American prickly pear cactus are invasive to Australia, and mesquite are not native to Texas, considered extremely invasive.
Oh, that's a nice random fact. Yeah, invasive species can get really crazy. I used to fish invasive species. There's like when I was in school, there was a big lake that you could fish at. And that was somewhat nearby. And when you fish there, you would only catch invasive fish. And the invasive fish were actually really yummy. So I ate a bunch of them. It was very sweet. Okay, I'm gonna turn off TTS. I'm just gonna yap for now. I'm just gonna chat. I'm gonna turn it off so that I can focus on yapping. I got a funny emote for you. Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it. The piss kink, it comes out to get me. Yeah. Oh, I did see recently someone that I know. I saw some big creator install League of Legends recently and they started playing it. I was like, yes, League. But League does have a really big problem getting people into it. I don't know. Occasionally new people find their way. Let's see. What other updates do I have for my life? Oh, my driver license and passport expired. I have to get new ID, and so I have to go through the DMV process. Registration is a pain. Oh, I hate registration. So I have to actually sign up for that, and I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah. How's Evie? She's doing well. Let me check. Oh, she's just sleeping in the corner. I just took a look. Oh no, they installed a virus to their computer. I wish. It's just me running out of time. I need to go get some no ones. What do you think the best studying method is? I actually answered this a couple times, and I still answer it the same every single time, which is locationalized studying. I think when you study and you assign concepts based to a location in your head or a physical location, that spatial sort of mapping is the best way for recall, because then you can literally walk through a hallway and remember where things are by going through physical files. It's literally a mind palace thing. I highly recommend it. I don't like League's camera position. Oh, like the top-down MOBA? Yeah, it can be a turnoff for a lot of people. Yeah. Is it like study at one place? No. Like you create a mental picture of a space, and then you have your concepts assigned to places in that mental space. Some people can't picture a mental space like a little mind castle, so instead you have to use physical landmarks in the room, which work too. You know, the physical landmarks in the room probably work better. But I'm just saying, if you had your own little mind castle, you can actually remember a lot. That's how people remember like the first 1,000 digits of pi. How? Skill issue El Bozo. Okay. If you can't do it, skill issue. I'm just telling you, your brain can do it. You just gotta train it. Lamau. Yeah, also hello, Circuit. It's nice to still see you here. Okay. I think it's time. I think it's time. Ready for Hevie? Okay, I'll go record. Yeah, I'm just vibing. Oh, nice. I mean, I'm kind of vibing too. So, okay, before I do end, something that I'm trying to get better at stream is that I'm trying to get better at chilling, you know? Like, sometimes we just want to hang out and chat and just vibe, and I just talk whatever comes up to my head, and we're just having a good time. And I worry sometimes because I'm like, oh, I'm not like being super locked in and crazy. And I'm like, wow, well, this is fine too. And people like this. So I just need to tell myself, you know, I'm getting into my head sometimes. I'm a very big perfectionist, if you couldn't tell. I'm rhyming. Shocker, Karbon's a perfectionist. So I feel that way about stream as well. It's so nice to just vibe. Yeah, yapping is so much fun here. I agree. I do like yapping. I mean, sorry that I overanalyze and get super nerdy about everything, but yeah. You guys like it when I revolutionize. They do. They do like it when you attempt, but I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you. Ooh, the cult game will be really fun though. I wonder how that's. You know what? I bet you're gonna be dog ass villagers. I bet when I make you guys cultists in Cult of the Lamb, you're probably not gonna do your chores and go crazy and fuck up shit when I'm not looking. I can already see it. Karbon ASMR when? I very strategically choose not to do ASMR, mainly because I think while ASMR is cool and fun, will maybe do some here and there. I don't want to be known for it, you know? And that's why I like to make sure I do the content that I want to do. I'd be such a good cultist. Okay. I don't know about that one. We'll see. We'll see when we actually start the cult. I think we'll probably start it Monday. That could be a fun day to start a cult. Start a cult Monday. New week, new week, new game, new cult. Yeah. Guys, remember when Karbon did the Karbon X Auto ASMR? I did. That was probably the only real ASMR I did. I did do like a physics textbook reading, which I thought was a good one. I thought that was a good ASMR video. Jesus, help nut. That's a lot of piss. We gotta clean that up in the space station. I do like seeing the planet rotate behind me. It's very nice. You know, it's a very like calming vibe. I volunteer as tribute for the cult, sure, or ASMR. I gotta test my ASMR on you. I should. I love nerdy talks. It's amazing to see everyone's field of knowledge. Yeah. People are very they know a lot. It's quite crazy, honestly. Like how much people can know. Please know the ASMR was hard to listen to. And also that apparently it caused pain in some people too. Didn't you crash out on that Earth rotating is not accurate? You're baiting me. You're actually baiting me. It is not accurate. The reason why, I can't believe you remember that. The Earth rotation behind me is not accurate. And I had it done accurately, but it's actually super nauseating. If you look at a real life Earth rotation, you'll get so nauseous, you'll start like feeling what you want to vomit. And so I had to change the rotation to be a specific way so that it wouldn't cause that, which is unfortunate. But basically, in actual rotation, you should be fixed on a certain point on Earth, and it's like slowly wobbling. There's like a slight wobble, but you're still fixed in the same position instead of having the Earth rotate. That's because if you're in geostationary orbit, that's what you would see. Yeah. I have to go. Good night. Oh, take care. Good night. All right. I think it's time. I've been saying this 3 times. Isn't that crazy? Okay. Let's go see who we have to raid. Let's see which one of our friends are online right now. That would be nice. Oh, you know what? I can go see some science creators. You know, I should support the science and technology category. I was saying that earlier. Astrobiology and space news. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're saying the stream is ending. Hello? Uh-oh. Stream ending. Fuck. Okay, I have to go find some shit. I have to get out before they raid into me. Oh, Science! Oh my gosh! I saw this person at Offkai. I don't think they remember me. Oh, they just started. It's been 3 minutes. Okay, we'll raid into them. This person is a scientist who streams about insects. They literally ID insects sealed in amber. So you might enjoy. They're doing a TwitchCon recap. They gave a presentation there about like science education. It was pretty interesting. You might enjoy them. Let's go send you all over. Yeah, this will be a fun person to look at.